Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We're here Sunday night, Unfiltered podcast. And yeah, we still got a lot to discuss, man, even though, you know what I mean, we've not been playing. There's never no news with Man United, man. And today, we haven't got Double A, who's still out with illness. So big up to Double A, first and foremost. Get well soon, bro. Hope you're watching. And yeah, man. Just take it easy, man, because, yo, you don't need added stress with Man United, bro. So, big up to Double A. Ash, man, how are you, man? What you saying? Good Christmas and that? You're on mute, I think. Oh, it sounds gone. Is that me or sound
Yeah. Good Christmas, yeah. Everything's good, mate. Kids enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Probably had a little bit too much to drink. Shouldn't be doing that, do you know what I mean? But there you are.
Nah, listen, man. Enjoy it, bro. Enjoy it. Holiday season, innit?
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, I had a good time. Other than United, I mean, it's just United, innit? Recently, it is what it is, trying to ruin our lives. And then you got the Manchester fog. I don't know if anyone's watching in the chat there from Manchester, but Saeed, you've seen, mate, the fog's been ridiculous around town, and just the weather in general. You know, it's been a cold Christmas with no snow, but there we are. And I'd say I'm excited for Newcastle tomorrow, but, you know, we're going to get cooked there tomorrow, so let's see what happens. But, yeah, no, I'm excited for the show at least, and listening to the opinions and everything that's being spoke on Man United, you know, with INEOS and all that. So, yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, man. Obviously, Flawless will be joining us in a second as well. Big up to Flawless. And Mulsa, man, big up to you, man. Coming back from Birmingham and that. Did anyone try to remind you about United while you were in the conference, man? What are you saying?
Yeah, man, I was in the conference trying to mind my own business, and everybody's eager to talk about the footy, but I'm taking time out. I've cancelled the season. The season's cancelled now. I'm done.
Cancelled, didn't it?
Yeah. I didn't even think I'll be back on the shows until start of the new season, but I can't stay away. But the season's done. I'm not, because you know what I said to you, Saeed, and I want to say it again as the show goes on, is that I don't think we're qualified. Man United fans are not qualified to talk about football. We're not qualified. Like, because the amount of decisions we've made as a fan base, forget about INEOS and the Glazers, the amount of decisions we've got wrong ourselves as a fan base on players and on squads and everything. We're not qualified now. We don't even know what good players are now. We get linked to a good player and we start saying, is he good enough for United? Do you know how bad we are? You know,
well, I know what play you're talking about, but we'll get into it.
What I'm talking about. We'll get into it.
We'll get into it. Flawless, man, how you doing, bro? You get me? I see you chilling last night and that at the event. Was that an event last night or?
Yeah. I was hosting an event. I was in Liverpool.
Come on, man.
I was out, man. It was so. Apologies on the slight lateness. I'm a little bit worse for wear because I heard Ash mention it about a bit too much to drink. Yeah, that was me over Christmas, and that was me yesterday. So yeah, that's right. So I sound a bit like this. But yeah, big up for having me as always, Saeed. Appreciate it. Big up to Ash. Shouts to Musa every time. And yeah, double A, man. Get well soon as well, man. For real.
Yeah, absolutely.
So for real. So get well soon. But yeah, man, I'm all good, man. I'm all good.
Yeah, big up to you, man. Listen, man, we got to start INEOS, man, because the fan base is not happy with INEOS right now, man. Like, I've never seen it, man, because for me, obviously, I was pro Qatar in it. I was like, yo, get Qatar in. A lot of the fan base are like, nah, let's go and get INEOS in. He gets it. You know, he's a Manchester lad. You know, he's got the best interest in Man United, etc., etc. But now, bro, he's done a lot of cutting, man, right now. I shall start off with you, but a lot of cutting, a lot of, you know, tough decisions. You know, where do you sit with INEOS? Like, is it right? Is it wrong? Is it like, do we need to do it? Because you got to remember, yeah, and I don't want to defend the Glazers, nor do I want to defend INEOS here, but no one's really accounted for a lot of this money, and we've never known about it. Is it because we never knew about this money being spent, or is it now just because it's in the open that now everybody's going mad? Like, where do you sit, bro, in the whole cost cutting, Ash?
You know what? It won't be. I've got mixed opinions on it. It's one of those that, okay, I can understand, a businessman wants to come in, and start cutting up kind of what was it, marginal gains, talking about the little details and all little bits that he's going to chop and change. But we've seen it's been worse than that. I mean, we've seen 25% staff redundancies at the club. We've seen the 66 quid tickets for the concessions and the kids. Do you know what I mean? We've seen families and friends of staff and players not get the stipend to go to the FA Cup games and the FA Cup finals. And Bruno even came out himself and said, "You know what? I'll pay it out of my wages." And the club were like, "No, we can't do that. It's too embarrassing to us." Rather than just letting him do it just because of his poor performances over the years anyway, because he's not deserved the money anyway. So you might as well give it to the friends and the family of the players. And it's just, there's been too much. I mean, when you consider that, you look at what was announced today. The foundation was announced today, so the money taken off the Man United Foundation, which is madness. That's a charity that goes against the tax anyway. Do you know what I mean? So I don't understand where the cost cutting comes in there, because that to me makes no sense. And then you talk about the 40,000 a year, which how many players make double, triple that a week. For the former players that had played for Manchester United. You can argue maybe the Sir Alex Ferguson stuff was because he was stepping down, but I mean, how much is that going to be because he's stepping down, or is it just ruthless cost cutting again, getting him out of the club, trying to save 2 million? It's just, I don't think any of us came into this expecting them to be as ruthless as they have been. Do you know what I mean? It's a madness. Honestly, it's one of these situations where Ratcliffe said 12 months at the club, and already he's potentially becoming one of the worst Premier League owners of all time. Because right now, the performances on the pitch aren't cutting it. His decisions that he's made with keeping Ten Hag in the summer, like I said, the cost cutting, it's just next thing after next thing after next thing. And you know what? I'd be hopeful if we had signs of hope. The only thing we've probably got to hang a hope on is Amorim being hired and Omar Barada. But other than that, it's worrying. It's worrying. And I wasn't Qatar. I wasn't INEOS. I wanted United to do well. I was happy whichever way we were going. Do you know what I mean? So, and Cliff,
100%
did it INEOS and his cost cutting and that. But where we're at right now, I don't think anybody would have expected this. And I don't think
I'm trying to say.
No one's happy with this. Like who's thinking these are good decisions that are being made right now? I don't think there's anyone out there saying this.
Yeah, but also people are saying like, "Hold that, I told you so." Like, like at the same time, what happens at Nice doesn't mean it's like the way when I spoke to the Nice fan, he said, "Yo, yeah, cool, he hasn't done what he's supposed to do at Nice yet, but you're Man United, isn't it?" So it's like, he's probably gonna have a bigger responsibility at United, But at the same time, like I said, bro,
it's not a difficult job, Saeed.
Yeah,
it's not a difficult job, is it? All we needed was a football structure, keep fans on side. This concession stuff has been madness, ripping concessions and kids, and that's just no consultancy with the fans. He's not gone to the fans and said, "Is this a good idea? Should we do this?" Like he came into the club saying that, right? I'm going to speak to the fans. I'm going to talk and get a consensus of what the fans want from Manchester United. I'm a Manchester lad myself. I want to come and bring the Manchester back into Manchester United. He's ripped it all out. You know what I think it is? I think he's playing the long game. I think he wants to get rid of all the locals and he wants to get rid of all the season ticket holders so that eventually he can bring in the day trippers so he can make the big money like we've seen on the tickets being priced to like 300 quid and 66 quid. I think he has no interest in what we have to say. The match going fans, the locals, the dedicated. Do you know what I mean? He's no interest because if he did, he'd understand that you can't be ripping out the soul. You can't be sacking 25% of the workforce. You can't, at least, okay, I understand, you've got to do some cost cuttings, but when it's minuscule in compared to you get rid of one or two players.
But we're not business owners, But like all of these like debts here, like we're not naive to think that he's gonna put all of his money into like we're not naive to think that. Like as much as you want him to do that, he's not gonna go and make all the wrongdoings of the Glazers. Say, "Yo, you know what, Glazers? Don't worry, I got this." Like he's not the majority shareholder, so he's not gonna go and get every single bit of his money. Like, I'm not saying then again, he should do because he said, "I'm gonna get my United back and I'm the local hero." But end of the day, bro, he ain't that rich guy that everyone thinks he is. Like, he's a broke billionaire, man. Like, he's not. Let's be honest. Like, bro, man ain't got the piece.
He's showing it.
He's showing it, and that's why he's getting the money out. Everyone. He doesn't want to be here and say, "Yo, listen, I got you. Like, it's not Haggaid every day, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, on each day, you know what I mean, Musa?
He's not really, I'm with you, but he's not broke. He's just showing us that he's no different from the Glazers. He just came to get a slice of the cash cow that Man United is, and he wants to make money. All of this that, I don't want to make money for Man United. I'm just here to get the club back, and it's not about making money. Remember that interview that he done at the start? Said it weren't about money, all of that nonsense. The reality is he just wants to do what's been happening, but he's looked at the rich man, that's his friends, saying, brother, let me get a slice of that. That's all he's done. That's all he's done. Because
how does he get the money? How does he get United stable? Is this the
by putting as little as possible in, trying to get them back to some level of winning ways, and commercially Man United are what they are, but just try to stabilize them off on the pitch by putting as little money as possible, by making us build that new stadium with all the increases in tickets and whatever else he wants to do, and trying to get the government to help him build that new stadium, by getting all those properties built up around the stadium and investing in it, backhand, and having his friends build up, and whatever he's going to do with that because that new build he's going to change the whole area around the stadium. And that level of investment is beyond what we're even thinking about, what it's going to bring to the whole city. But in terms of also the people that invest in that, and also the amount of shops and how much they're going to charge them on rent and all of that stuff, it's like that stadium, for me, I think we're underestimating what that stadium means to them, INEOS especially, because that's going to be their legacy. That's what they're going to be remembered for. Even if they sell up and disappear, whatever they do, they will still have investment in and around Man United. And that's what I think that these guys have come to do. They've come to make money. They're not like the Qataris who are going to set up a foundation, put 6 billion in it, and say that everything comes out from that. They were setting up a foundation, putting 6 billion in it, buy the club, build a stadium, invest the money into the players, and then everything comes through the club making its own money, and they wouldn't take anything out of it. The reality is no one asked him to come and buy Man United. No one begged him. There was bare different people that was bidding for the club. You came and bidded for it, and now you ain't got the money to do the things that you need to do, and you want us to feel sorry for you. He's trying to make man feel sorry for him for going and shopping in Selfridges. No one told him to go there. He's taking the mick.
Yeah, he should have just went H&M.
He should have H&M, Zara. He went Selfridges, and now he's coming out with stuff saying, boy, I need you to tell me pay for it. And I need to go there. You know what I'm saying?
Musa. It's one thing Musa is good at, is the analogies, man. The analogies,
I'm not having it.
I'm
not having it off them at all, side. It's a waste of time.
Yeah. Flawless. When you look at it, bro, like, is there a tough, or is there an easy way of doing this? You know what I mean? Because I feel like for me, it's like everything that we do now, and I'm not trying to defend anything now, but it's always gonna look bad in the media eye, because they're gonna shift it to whatever narrative it is. Like, the media, innit? Like, they're gonna say it's this, it's that. Like, you know what I mean, bro? Like, that's a fluid thing. Apparently it happened in the summer, but the news only came out just now. Do you get what I mean? Like, so it's always gonna be like badness within everything. Like, what's the easiest way of saying we're gonna do cost cutting? Like, now, cost cutting is not a bad thing. It's just the way you do it. You get it? Like, where did they get certain things and make money or try and get some money back out? And we're not wasting money. You get me? Like, we're not wasting. How do you not waste money?
And as per usual with these things, everyone's acting like they're experts. I don't know about it in regards to the cost cutting that INEOS have done. Everyone knows, I've said it on this channel from when we was linked to INEOS. I didn't win them. So I didn't want them, at Manchester United at all. During the good negotiations, when they won, when they got here, the whole nine, all up until this point. So this isn't me defending them. This is just me stating when it comes to the cost cutting that they're doing. I don't know about it. You mentioned the Stewart thing happened in the summer. I'm sure if we go back and check, that's probably happened previously and no one wasn't talking about it. There's probably been cost cutting measures and cost-cutting things that have happened at Manchester United before INEOS, and nobody has mentioned it. But the reason why it's a conversation is because Manchester United are doing so badly on the pitch. If we were flying and doing well on the pitch, it's not a new story. But now, when things are negative on the pitch, negativity off the pitch travels even faster. It's even bigger news. So it's not only Manchester United are awful, sat in 14th, sat Ten Hag, Amarim's lost 4 out of 5. It's look at
like FSG now. FSG, they didn't spend a single money, but it's top of the league.
Talking about FSG. No, that's FSG is a prime example. And general consensus, most Liverpool fans are FSG out. I fully understand that, but because they are performing very, very well, nobody's talking about FSG out. There's no hashtags. There's no planes being flied over. I bet though at Anfield and Liverpool are playing away, there's anti-FSG songs because sensible Liverpool fans will know. Imagine what we could do if FSG was serious. Like people, like Liverpool are here winning and doing well currently, despite FSG, because FSG's aim is not to dominate. Now, if their aim was to dominate, they potentially could. Let's look at the players they brought in and look at what they've won during the period. City is going bad for now, but their owner's aim is to dominate. There's a difference between domination or attempting to dominate and nicking a major trophy here and there. So, let's pick. If we pick up one Prem in 3-4 years, that's cool. One Champions League in 1-3-4 years, that's cool. Because if FSG was serious, they'd go in January and backslot and bring in extra for what Liverpool need, even though it looks like they are going to win the league. So with INEOS, it's just added into the negativity already, and negativity travels fast, travels supremely fast. Negativity, we know what it's like. Imagine there was a positive article, and I don't know, the staff would come out and backed INEOS and said, "Oh, it's been great working under them." I'm saying they give us extra holidays and pay increase. That's not a news story. No one don't want to read that. I'm saying, you know what it is.
I think obviously, you know what I mean? It's a tough time now. I feel like the United fan base is sensitive at the minute. We're all seeing things. But my thing is, the biggest thing is the fact of what he said, bro. I'm a local lad. I ain't taking things out the club. For me, it's them words. Don't proclaim you're somebody when you ain't that person. Do you get what I'm trying to say, bro?
Yeah, but I already knew that was rubbish. This is where I was again. Because nobody who is...
That's where the anger is.
Yeah, nobody who is a Manchester United fan would do a deal with the Glazers. You looked at it from a business perspective. That I have no issue with, because business is business. That you got to take your fandom and your love for something or liking for something out of it. No Manchester United fan is doing a deal with them cretins, who is the reason, a major reason as to why we are where we are. Even in the successful period under Sir Alex Ferguson, I was saying this, we should have won more. We won in spite of them during that period. We just had two GOATs doing what they was doing in regards to Sir Alex Ferguson and David Gill. That's why we won. But imagine they actually would have backed Gill and backed Ferguson during that period, how much more we could have potentially won. Ronaldo's thing tells you all you need to know. You sell Ronaldo and bring me in Valencia, Michael Owen, and Overton. Ain't serious. You're not sick, come on, man. Who does that? And I'm not saying go get another Ronaldo, because there is no other Ronaldo, but you not even attempt to try and go and bring in someone of serious quality like that. And Valencia was decent, but come on. Let's be real.
100%.
I
get what you mean. That's still not the standard of Ronaldo leaving. Shout out to Valencia, though.
Shout out to Valencia, but that's why I wasn't with INEOS from the beginning. I'm like, oh yeah, you full of shit already. I already knew this. This is a business thing, but don't lie about it. Yeah, it's business. If you would have just turned around and said it's business, I go, you know what? I know what I'm dealing with. Because as bad as the Glazers are, we know they don't care about success for Manchester United. We all know that. As much as we disagree with it, as much as we despise them for it, we know where they stand with it. Their aim is not success. Their aim is not domination. But Ratcliffe came out and said, I want to put the Manchester back in Manchester United, whatever that means.
He said the same thing about Chelsea, you know.
Yeah.
I want to put Chelsea. You know what he said about Chelsea? Yeah. He said the same thing. He goes, I want to put Chelsea in London, like basically the city in London, isn't it? Basically, on the map,
man.
Basically.
All this.
He said the same thing.
This rubbish. You know what I'm saying, like you running for, like.
But really, he said the same nonsense about Chelsea, yeah.
Bro, you know, go and look at his statement with Chelsea United, and it's the exact same, man.
Yo, because these men are like they running for office, man. It's prime minister settings, president settings. That
business.
Yeah, business, bro. Say it's that. If it's a business thing for you, cool. Don't turn around and say, "Oh, it's all about the fans," and then you're like Ash mentioned, you're then cutting concessions for kids. How does that help? If someone explained to me how, and I hear cost cutting, but that one, I'm like, how does that help?
These lot can still sell up and just go like, is that possibility?
Unless someone offers big money, which could happen.
They won't sell it, bro. Glazers will not sell. They want a piece to buy.
Yeah, but I think if it was a ridiculous amount, I like twice the value, someone would
5.2 billion with 1.8 billion spending around the infrastructure. You don't have to spend 1.8 billion of the infrastructure. They gave them what? Bro, they give them big 6.2 billion, bro.
Yeah, but I think it would have to be like, you said 6. I think it would have to be saying like 15 billion, 20 billion.
Nah. That's
it's highly unlikely. I'm just saying that's what I think.
Only like 10, but
I think it has to collapse in price. Do you know what I mean? And then they realize like
that's what I'm saying, relegation.
I think that's what it. No, but I think that's what it would take. I'm not saying they. I'm saying they would.
You think they would go with relegation? You think if we got relegated, they would go? I don't think they would go.
I don't think they would go personally, because you know why? There'll be 70,000 people at Old Trafford in the Championship.
They won't go.
Well, home to Preston North End. We ain't gonna be there. I'll be there. Tickets will be easy to get.
I'll be at the away games. I won't be at the home games. You know
the away games will slap still.
I'll be at the away games, yo. Preston North End and that. But the thing is, though. But the thing is, though, we won't ever be that bad to be relegated. That's the craziest thing. So, no, the real talk. Let's be honest, man. We'll never be that bad to be relegated. Yeah. By the way, today we got a couple of points. You know what I mean? Everton lost and that. So listen, we won't be relegated. But my thing is, is that, bro, like, them man, they see Man United as something that they cannot sell, bro. They in their eyes cannot sell, because you never know what it could become. Man United is global.
That's why I think it will take an astronomical amount. That's what I'm saying.
Like a team like NBA, like where do you, like, I don't know, is it like LA Lakers? I don't know, like
it costs a lot to buy an NBA team. Every point, this is what I'm basically saying is everything has a price. I just think the price they would want for Manchester United is just astronomical. That's what I'm saying. Is it likely it happens? No. But what I'm saying is that's what it.
Right, you know, we've got a relegation team. We ain't got let me just tell you.
But Amber told us though. He said we're a great club, not a great team.
Yeah, we've got a relegation team.
But we've
got a relegation team. If you take away some of the senior players that haven't been playing yet, and you look at some of the inexperienced,
even some of the senior players don't move. So a lot of the senior players aren't good enough for the top.
We have a relegation side, because if you think
are getting relegated.
Listen, I'm just letting you know. This is what I'm saying to you. You see the 11 that I see
relegated, are we, man? Why are we talking about
11? See the 11.
We said this last week, though. Flawless.
Man.
We're not getting relegated. This guy was talking about 4 and 4 like a couple months back.
This
now
league
getting relegated. Come on,
man.
This
league is unforgiving. And I told man.
And we got Bruno who's world class and Mason Mount.
Listen to this. The reality is this, we're not in the right now. We're not looking like getting relegated. If we lose 3 of our next 4 Premier League games, talk to me again.
And we're not, because Southampton are on 6 points. Ipswich are on.
Forget about that.
12.
So do you mean forget about that? They have to win to catch us.
They have to win, though, and they're not winning.
Who's the best out of the bunch?
You tell us. You're saying we get
Leicester
relegated.
with 14 points. And we're on 22.
Yes, Leicester. Leicester's the best out of the bunch.
What are we doing out here, man?
Bro, we're 10 respectively, and you know what I mean, bro. We're not doing this, bro.
Can I just point out we struggled to beat Southampton. Southampton in the first
8 points ahead with the game in hand.
I thought, we're definitely.
Look at Ipswich Town.
I wasn't even looking at Wolves. I was looking at 17 points. I thought it was like 5 points off relegation.
Yeah. So for me, like I said, bro. But then again, Flawless, I have to call it you, man. Are we finishing top 6?
Yo, I'm still standing on what I said.
Top 6.
I'm still standing on what I said.
How many games are left, Saeed? How many games are left?
I think it's 20 games
are left. 20.
Flawless. You were saying 50-50. We'll win.
How many games are left?
Or 45% of our games.
Yeah, I think that's still capable. We're still capable of that.
How many games are left? 20.
It is 2021. How many games? How many games we played? 18.
I don't think we win. I don't think Man United wins. I don't think we win 7 more games this season.
Well, you was telling us 4 out of 4.
But I'm changing. I don't think we win 7 more games.
Please, Flawless. I swear down, bro.
I don't think we win 7 more games.
Please
this
what?
season.
Please what? I was pleading with you in the summer. Now you know what it's like.
Bro, I hate you.
Now you know what it's like.
That's a wilder shout, though. Now After now,
hey, do you want to go? Don't do that. Do you want to go pull up your tweet about how many goals we were scoring? Do you want to revisit that?
Okay, I said we get 70 goals.
I was hopeful though, Flawless. That was what we were hoping for.
You lot were selling that.
We weren't saying they were gonna score. We were hoping they were gonna score. We wanted them to score that.
No. That was prediction.
That wasn't a prediction like they are gonna score that. That's we hope they score that.
Prediction, mate. I had man telling me, we were scoring 80 league goals.
So you believe it?
How many points are we off? Not even all jokes aside, but all that aside, how many points are we off?
So what? 22. Yeah.
How many points are we off?
And Man City are on 31.
City is 6.
Yeah, City is 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we played the same amount of games. They
could go down to. Sorry, they're fifth. They go down to 6.
Okay,
if so Newcastle beat us.
Okay, so who are currently 6 right now? Because I know some teams have played the game.
Bournemouth with
how many?
30 points.
And how many we had? 22.
We're on 22.
And Bournemouth played today, right?
Yeah, 8 points behind.
Bournemouth, they drew today.
We're 8 points behind 6. 8 points.
8 points.
Yeah, 8 points.
That's
yeah. That's not good. That ain't good. I ain't gonna lie.
You know why I was on smoke though start of the season? Because I wasn't giving Ten Hag no opportunities to tell me in his third season.
Don't hit me with that because if he was playing well, it wouldn't be that. We ain't changing the conversation because it wasn't that at the start of the season, man. During the summer.
With the manager.
It's the same team with a better manager. Now, man, are telling me whole different. I'm gonna tell you, how are we doing that? It's the same team with a better manager, but now, man, telling me we're doing.
Listen, I'll tell you for free, yeah.
Now, man, are saying we won't finish
no matter what Amrin does.
Make it make sense.
I'll be honest with you, and Flawless. No matter what, no matter what Amrin does, I'll be honest with you. No matter what Amrin does, and where he finishes, if he enters a third season. That's how I'm going to be. I don't care if he had a bad second season, whatever. If you enter your third season with 600 million spent, I'm asking for big things. I don't care what happened, what didn't happen. I'm not even going on what's in front of me. I'm just going on what I expect in your third season. And that's all it was for Erik Ten Hag. I just expected in his third season.
You didn't. I get the expectation once you spend a certain amount. That I understand.
I said that Erik Ten Hag has to finish third this season.
Yeah, but you didn't.
You know what? It was more than that, though, Flawless. It was more than that. You know why? Because excuses were injuries, though, Flawless. He was saying injuries in the second season. Do you know what I mean? But he was saying, so he had his full squad back. Do you know what I mean? Everyone fit. You know, his first season, he gets what? Top 3, top 4, whatever. And then, so you expect the third season, he's got all his players back. He's had his money spent. Right, we've got the expectations now. Right, you got to go and prove it. You got to go get top 4. You got to go and score 70 plus 80 potentially goals. Do you know what I mean? You have to do that. And that's what we were doing. We were expecting it because he'd just come off the back of an FA Cup win where everyone's saying, it's against Man City, one of the best teams we've ever seen and all that. This team's going to leapfrog now and, come out of nowhere. But that just wasn't the case. Mm-hmm. We could see, don't get me wrong, we were aware that this team was not good enough. We could see that. But we still had the expectations, like, prove us wrong, show us we're wrong.
And I hear the expectation side of things, but you just mentioned it there. We all knew what it was. We all knew it. I hear the expectations. Once you spend a certain amount, once you're 3 seasons in and you've spent X amount, we all know what the expectation should be because this is your team. Everyone is here. You've signed or co-signed in some capacity, whether it's a transfer, whether it's a new deal, or whether you bought them through the youth system. But we all knew you weren't good enough. We all knew that everything was an excuse. We all knew that the FA Cup win was not it in regards to that was going to transform us. We knew it wasn't injuries because even with injuries, there's certain things you should see. Because now, there's no injury excuse under him and we was performing just as bad. Like, I don't know who's the top 3 teams in terms of injuries, but I bet one of them's in the top 6, top 7 performing well. I'm not sure who it is. So that's why I'm not hearing it. And there was this INEOS optimism as well, which I was against. Look at Saeed's titles now. Fans angry at INEOS. INEOS are
where did you think he was going to finish?
Who? Yeah, I was going to say.
I said 7th. I said 7th. Yeah, I said 7th.
And you think Amrin can do the same? Okay.
Well, I think he can do one better because I think he's a better manager. I said 7th. I did say we
to be honest with these guys, how bad these guys are, and then having to pick up a new system halfway through the season.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't think it's rubbish. No, I don't think we should have them expectations, guys. It's
not. Well, when they say expectation, it's just off of what I'm watching. Yes, I don't rate the players. I don't rate the players. But I think the players are better than this, is what I'm saying.
But when we got Amrin in, I told man we got too many defenders and not enough wingers for a system. I told man you can't play wingers, defenders in those fullback positions. You just can't do it. It just ends up being a back five, and like we said, now we're playing a back six with Ugarte. So you're playing 5 at the back and Ugarte. You're basically playing 6 defenders, 6 man, and then you're asking for man to score.
And that I hear, but even when we played with wingers, we was rubbish anyway because our wingers are.
No, but that's when we score. That's when Diallo plays there. That's when we score goals. That's when.
That's when you got to figure out. Then I've said this. I'm not giving the manager what's the word I'm looking for. Even though he's in a terrible predicament, I'm not giving him no excuses. Figure that out. I rate you. So it's probably rare because it's been so long. People have heard.
He hasn't got the fullback.
I don't think he has the tools right now. That's my problem.
You have the tools to do better.
No, I don't.
You telling me Amarim don't have the tools to do better?
He doesn't do the wingers.
I think to a certain degree.
When I say this, does he have the tools better? Wait. Does he have the tools to do better than 4 losses in 5 games?
Yeah, to do better.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, so that's what when I'm saying like better. You telling me,
but not over the long term of get us into top 6. What you're saying?
But even if it's not top 6, there still needs to be improvement.
Yeah, I agree with that one. I agree. I totally agree.
So let's say it's not top 6. Let's say we're talking last week about he's not patient.
Do you rate Anthony to have consistency over 5 to 10 games?
In the correct system, just not consistency, but just do well enough.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Do you expect Dalot on the left wing back role?
Don't play Dalot. He needs to drop Dalot. No.
Okay. That's what I'm saying.
Anthony, yes.
He doesn't have the tools.
No. To your point, Anthony, yes. Other players, yes. Because we don't rate the teams that like Forrester flying.
Man, then why can't Garnacho play?
He got more balanced 11 than us.
Why can't Garnacho though get it together and do what
maybe he can
doing?
Maybe
it's
not
even that, you know, Musa. You could move Mazraoui to the left and put Anthony on the right.
But what
I'm saying is, we've seen Dalot fail for the last couple of games now. He's not changing up. He's not mixing up. Do you know what I mean? We've seen Casemiro being out of the team, not being in the team. He needs to be in the team. We're seeing this chopping and changing between Xerxes and Højlund. We're seeing it's not working. Do you know what I mean? You know, we're seeing these instances that we keep seeing at the moment, and he's not fresh. We've seen him overplay Bruno, and that cost us against Wolves. Do you know what I mean? Bruno playing in that left wide spot.
Not good enough.
It's not good enough.
And to what man said there about drop Dalot for who?
Mazraoui, you put Mazraoui to the left, you put Anthony on the right.
And the reason why I'm not hearing this is because we rate him as a manager. If you don't rate him, we understand his options are not the best, but he has options. He knew what he was walking into. Maybe it's worse than he expected, but when a team has sacked a manager mid-season and look at all the records we had broke last season, look how poor our start was this season. You had an idea of how poor it is. You knew you couldn't bring anybody in. Amarim, I rate highly. This is why I'm saying I expect more from him. Because I rate you highly as a manager. Playing Bruno in the left 10, guess what? It's not working. Playing Dalot at left wing back, guess what? It's not working. Switch it up. Who would have thought when he came in, he would have started Diallo right wing back? That wasn't the idea, but it worked. Then he moved into the 10. And it's still working. Maybe it's Garnacho, maybe it's a Mazraoui. The point I'm making is try different things. Casemiro not playing it. You know what I'm saying in that? Casemiro.
Elanga's got more GA than all of our forwards, you know.
But Elanga wasn't good enough. That's the crazy part.
Bro, it's crazy.
We can't make judgments.
Elanga wasn't good enough for us. That's why we sold him.
If we had
Elanga here right now, are we that much better?
He'll be playing. Yes, 100%.
Okay, where would he play?
He can play any of the fullback positions where Diallo.
You know what? He could play the right attacking mid, and you put Ahmad in the right wing back spot because that.
Yeah, he can even play one of the wing backs because you need an athlete.
Athletes do help, yes, but there's a reason we sold him to Forest and nobody complained about it. Let's not do revisionism.
No, because remember I told you we're not allowed to make judgments.
No, you can't make judgments. You claim Mason Mount. This is not what we do. You can't make judgments. You can't make. I can. You can't.
Let me get these super chats.
What we talking about? You told me Bruno's world class. You can't make judgments.
But Bruno's not been world class for Man United.
No, he hasn't. No. Nobody's been world class for us. No, not one. What we talking about? This is why we broke all the records. World class.
All the Premier League players, all the players you rate that rate him are lying.
He's not been world. Yes, that's why most of them are terrible managers when they go into management.
Oh, I'm talking about the players like De Bruyne and all that. Man, not playing the game.
That's why most players are terrible managers, and it shows. That's why. That's why most.
You know what we've done. We've sold players. Should I tell you it's a fair comment though? Musa, I can back Musa though. In terms of we sold players that shouldn't be sold, and we kept players that we should have kept. In terms of like, certain players should not have been sold.
We
then keep certain players here. You get it? Like
Who did we sell that?
In the last 10 years.
Fred, we sold Fred.
No, we just didn't replace him correctly. We just didn't replace him correctly. You look at Fred and
Di Maria had 9 assists in 20 games. He was the second highest assister in the league behind Fabregas. And we sold him.
We could do about that though, Moose.
I mean, behind Ozil.
His house got broken into, man. He wanted to leave.
Yeah, but I'm looking at players like Andreas Pereira. He'd be useful in the squad. Do you know what I mean? He's doing bits for Fulham, and we're selling him for $6 million. That's a madness. Do you know what I mean? You got players that.
Go on. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, like Ghana. Do you know what I mean? Ghana for Everton, who playing in multiple positions. Decent squad players. I'm not saying the starters, but we're getting rid of squad players that are useful.
This season. We sold 2 young players this season. We sold the midfielder.
Alvaro Fernandez,
Fernandez and the midfielder kid I liked a lot.
You like him, Hannibal?
Nah, the other one, man.
The one that went to the Polish one, innit?
Yeah, half Polish.
Oh, yeah. Lourdes been sad about that one.
With players that didn't get a game, didn't get a run, I hear it. So Alvaro Fernandez, I hear it. We didn't see him like that.
Some technical players. We always sold the technical players.
The midfielders you mentioned, but there's no one we've sold. I look at and go, that was a terrible. No, I just don't think we've replaced them. I don't think selling Alanga or Pereira or Fred was the problem. We didn't replace these players.
It's a problem if you're not going to replace them. It is a problem.
But that's the problem. Flawless squad players, and then you buy the starters. Do you know what I mean? Those are decent enough squads. Do you know what I mean, to fill out when we're in these positions right now.
Fred would do well under this manager. You can see Fred would do well.
He would have done decent playing in that area. I'm not disputing that, but my point is in regards to the reason why I can't. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. We can't say it's a fault.
Look at back FC, man.
The problem is we continue to do it.
Yeah, when we sold Fred, we weren't looking at Amarim.
From Ronaldo times, when we sold Ronaldo and we bring in Obitang and them, man, there we've been. They've been doing it.
Musa, the two don't correlate because when we sold Fred, we weren't looking at Amarim. Now, if we was looking at Amarim,
we have a history. Don't forget these lot. The club has a history of selling good players and replacing them with rubbish, like you said earlier.
I don't think we sold players who were good enough. I disagree with that entirely. They're not. That's why I know them. What players have we sold that have gone on to the top level of the game?
Okay, so the players we've sold, who have we bought in that's been better?
No, but you're proving my point. I don't disagree with that. I think our recruitment has been awful, but I don't think I'm not hearing revisionism.
But the players are all playing well. They're not playing bad. Who have we sold that's playing bad?
Yeah, we sold Mkhitaryan. I think Mkhitaryan, selling Mkhitaryan.
About top level, but they're playing at a better level than a United. That's the point. Alanga is playing at a better level than United.
Alanga don't even start week in, week out for Forest. Alanga don't even start week in, week out for Forest.
How many starts has he had this season?
I'm not sure, but he don't start week in, week out.
He
don't start week in, week out.
Not everyone starts at Chelsea. Not everyone starts at City. Foden wasn't a main starter until last season, but he was still a big part player. But what I'm saying is,
and Chelsea are
not game now. The Premier League's changed. But listen, you have to admit the Premier League's changed. It's a squad game now. Lots of people are getting minutes. So it's not how it used to be. Like
selling Alanga to me was not the issue. We didn't sell Alanga. When we sold Alanga, what was your response?
Listen, my thing
crying
is,
about it? No.
You know what I said to you? You know what I said to you?
No, he's had older minute. He's had started 13 out of the 19 games.
Yeah, that's
week in, week out. He started a lot. He started plenty of matches, but he's not as players who have got 18 out to 19 starts and 19. My point I'm making is overall is signing. When we sold Anthony Elanga, no one was complaining about it. When Forest was 17th last season, battling relegation, nobody was talking about it. But now all of a sudden, because Forest are flying, salute to them.
No, but this is what we're saying now. We need to start talking about it. We need to.
Saying it last season. No, he wasn't. He's just in a good team with a good manager and a good system.
No, because what I'm trying to say to you is that, and this is what we're trying to say.
We weren't saying this when they were 17 battling relegation, was we?
Okay, cool. What he's doing now, a lot of the Man United fan base said he didn't have the ability to do. That's the problem.
Attention to the fan base. The fan base.
No, but I'm just about the fan base. This is why I said we can't act, because we're selling players after the fan base is agreeing they don't have the ability to do so and so. They're not good enough to play at this level. They're not good enough to play in the Premier League. Then they go on to show you that they are good enough to play in the Premier League and they are good enough to play at a high level. So then that tells me something is wrong with United. Something's wrong with us. That's why I'm not making judgment.
No, at a certain level, yes. But was Alanga the answer? No, because when Forest was 17th last season and they were battling relegation. No, they're second in the league.
But now, this is what I'm saying. With Alanga,
you weren't saying this last season. Well, you weren't saying this last
now, though. They're second in the league.
How come you didn't say this last season?
Second in the league.
How come you didn't say this last season?
But this is what they're trying to show us.
You didn't say this last season, Musa. How come you didn't say it last season? How come you did not say this last season?
What's that release clause?
And then.
How come? No. Don't duck the question. When they was battling relegation and horrendous all last season and looking like a championship side, how come you weren't saying this about Alanga?
Hey, we're spending too much time.
There's lots of players that have bad
seasons.
No.
We're talking specifically about Anthony Alanga. Let's talk about
When I look at a player, I don't look at their worst.
Let's talk about Anthony Alanga.
Let me talk about Alanga.
Let's talk about Alanga.
A player, I don't look at him at his worst. I look at him at his best. What is he able to achieve when he's in the right environment, in the right system, with the right coach, and the right club? What is he able to produce? Some players, let me give an example. Let me land on this.
Forget the example.
Let me land. You asked me a question. Some players,
you ain't answering the question. You dancing around it, mate.
Some players in a good team, in a good system, in all of that, still can't play at that level. They just can't do it. So now you're asking me, would I have kept Alanga over Anthony and saved 85 million? I would have.
It's not over. They're both not good enough.
Why not over?
Why do you do this versus or versus?
No, but the option was there, though, weren't it? Though the option was to keep Alanga.
We sold him because of that. We sold him because of Anthony.
Not good enough. They're both not good enough.
Listen. Let's move on. Let's move on from Alanga because, bro, let me get this.
Quick question. Last question. Is Alanga not good enough to play for this Man United team? Is that what you're telling me?
No, he's not good enough to play for Manchester United where we're trying to go to. Because if we use
now,
we've got to get there. Steps in it flawless. We've got to get there.
No, he's not. No, you wouldn't be that much better off with Anthony Alanga playing. Because, like you said, you don't judge players when they're at their worst. You judge players when they're in their best environment. Is Manchester United in their best? No. I'm using your words now. You said you judge players. You judge players when they're in their best environment. That's what you said. Is Manchester United a good environment?
Would he
perform? Let me ask you another question. Would he be performing at a high level like he is at Forest or a higher level? Would he at Manchester United right now?
I believe Amrin would have got the best out of Alanga. I do.
Okay.
I believe Amrin.
Okay, we'll agree to disagree. Let's move on. I don't know how Alanga got in there, man, but we'll go.
Do you see Andy made interview? And that's why I said.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Man, we're talking about him. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I just look at the table.
Big up MUFC says, do you see Andy made an interview on TalkSport? Wow. Yeah, we're going to get into it. Musa's going to be the first man to set Amrin out. Troy says, shout out to Musa. 100% Amrin, but if he loses the next three, we'll support Sir Jim sacking him. He might not be the guy. Good managers manage the players they have. Perfect system. Drop Bruno Qatar in, says Troy. 100% supporting into the players. If the manager can't cut them, he must walk. No excuses to players on top 4 quality with the right manager, INEOS 100% and the players. Big Ben says, I still think the Islamophobia that prevented Qatar from taking over the club. England's biggest club would be owned by a Muslim state. Proper gym. Troy says, watch the games. Rude managers. Players were definitely top 4. Amrin has confused the players that they can't do even the basic. Tried to impose a system and now confusion. 100% to Jim Ratcliffe, who sacks him. No patience with managers. You make smart changes, not rock the boat. Clueless. Musa, what say you? 3 games if he loses sack. This guy has watched United and the Premier League for years. He says, pay 10 million for this. This guy is becoming our Potter. Bloody hell.
I wouldn't sack Amrin. Amrin is not that bad. I don't think Amrin is a problem. I know why people are on Amrin like that.
Yeah. Don't miss Ilanga if he wins the Premier League. No thanks. And Flawless is cooking. What about Dan James? Listen, Dan James, man. He's at Leeds right now.
Wait till Leeds come up and they're flying next season in top 5.
Numbers on numbers. I don't know why man is disrespecting the young one. I've seen the progression with Alanga. People can doubt him, but he believes in himself. Whether Batman rate him or not.
He does. Fair play to him, isn't it?
Yeah.
But my thing is, you know what it just shows us, guys, that this squad is shit, man. The fact that we're speaking about Elanga, it shows you our squad is shit.
You don't know our level.
No, real talk. It shows you.
We got world-class Bruno, man.
Hey?
We got world-class Bruno.
No. Is that the end of his career, man?
We got Champions League winner Mount, so we should be all right then, innit?
Nah, well, our squad is rubbish, man. Listen, the manager can only do so much here, but we need to spend it in January. You know what I'm saying?
Mount, who's supporting Mount? I know it was you and Saeed that supported Mount at the beginning.
You supported Mount. It was you
never supported Mount.
You told
I've
me
never
Champions League
supported
winner,
Mount.
Mount. You said Champions League winner
I've never
just a couple
supported
weeks
Mount.
ago. Hey, Musa,
I've
you know
never
when we do
supported
these
Mount.
live streams, they get recorded, you
I've
know, so
never
people can go
supported
back and see
Mount.
what we said.
I've never
You know what I'm
supported
saying?
Mount.
You said Champions League Mount.
I said Mount needs to
I don't
play.
think Musa supported
I
Mount. I
said
don't think
Mount
Musa
needs to
supported Mount.
play. No, I said, but he needs to
Champions
play
League
though. With the
Campaigning
players
for
we've
him
got now, he needs to play.
Yeah.
Campaigning for him is crazy.
Yeah, I'm campaigning for him to play. He has to play.
Yeah, that's crazy in itself.
I think
With the players we got, I'm having Mount over
campaigning for Mount is crazy. Campaigning for most of these players to play is crazy in my opinion. But Mount,
what
yes,
are we gonna do? Who's gonna start? Who's starting then? Who's starting?
Where?
If we don't play who we've got, who's turning up in the 11?
Is Mount the only player we've got at Manchester United Football Club?
Who are we putting behind? We saw the system in terms of how Amin wants to play, the 10s, how he wants them to press, the way they can the ones that are runners and can run in and behind the strike. Who's doing
that's
it?
a myth. I'd play Diallo and Mainoo there as 2 10s. Said this.
You know, for me,
needs to go back to fullback to me. He needs to
for me though, guys, Flawless. What do you want to see more from Amrin in this system? Because I generally, for me, we could go a bit more attacking here, but like, bro, it's still shit in it. Like, shit is shit, bro. No matter how you dress up the shit.
110%. The team is not good, so no one get that misunderstood. When people hear me talk about the players or talk about 6, that's not me. Like, that's not a brag. That's not a flex when I say the team can finish top 6. That's an indictment of where we are, that I think that's our ceiling. And that's embarrassment in itself. That I think Manchester United are nowhere near top 4. And I've stated this. We are anyone who thought top 4, top 3, any of that, even top 5, I think is mythical. Top 6 is our ceiling. What I want Amorim to do is get our better players performing very well. So we're getting our better players. So the likes of Diallo, Mainoo, Mazarari, that core. Because that's where we're at. Manchester United are going to go as far as our better players. Now, once your system is systeming, you can get these terrible players just performing at okay level. And then that's what happens. We see what Forest, who we were just talking about, are a prime example of that. Nobody thinks Forest are the second best team in the league. Why are they second? Because the manager has a good system in place. He's got their better players performing well, and everybody's in a good system and knows their role to a T. So that's what I'm looking for the manager to do in regards to improvements. I'm not hearing about all the players are shit, so it's okay, so we lose. You knew what you was walking into, number 1. Number 2, again, I back Amorim because I rate him as a manager. Manage. I understand it's horrible. It's not nice. It's not great. You've been brought into a terrible environment. I hear all that, but you are paid big money to do your job, and you're a supremely talented manager. Make it work. 4 and 5, because we weren't having this conversation his first 5 games. Well, now we've lost 4 and 5. Now it's more of a conversation. So you got
a big conversation, man. He can't keep losing though, man.
That's my point. I agree with you on that. We can't afford to do that. And
it's a free hit, man. It's not a free hit, man.
Zero.
Like, bro, like Liverpool. You see what Liverpool gonna do to us on Sunday? Forget Newcastle. Man's worried about this Liverpool team, bro. We are going to get cooked, man. Yeah. It's peak, man.
We're done.
You know what I'm saying? It's peak, bro. Newcastle are going to be sweating
this
blood.
guy coming here. His whole system is based on the wing backs. And if this
comment here, look at this comment, Musa. All 9 goals in the Premier League under Ruben Amorim have come when the wingers played at wing back. Man United are yet to score with 2 fullbacks played at wing back.
So you know what he needs to do? Start playing one of the wingers at wing back then.
And that's the problem.
He played Ahmad there.
Ahmad
was the reason why we scored.
Ahmad was the reason, when he brought Anthony on, and then we got goals. If you look at the City game, when he starts with the fullbacks, nothing happens. He brings on Anthony, he brings on the subs, we get goals. If we're not scoring with them defenders because we're playing a back 5, and then you add Ugarte in it, it's a back 6. So it's problematic. But the problem is we don't have it. For me, I still don't know why Garnacho can't do it on the left. Because the kid only likes space to run into. That's why he can't breathe in the 10. He needs space to just run. And maybe the manager's seen something in him why he thinks he can't do it. But I think that's the only position he's going to really get the ball and have an opportunity to just run and do what he does best. So for me, I'm just surprised that he hasn't pushed for him and Ahmad to be his 2.
Because of his form, that's what that is, man. Like, you see how he came on against Wolves.
I know, but he keeps on playing him in a 10. Just get him out of there. Even just try it, because when I look at the people that's playing on the left here, it's Malacia, it's Dalot. Is this kid going to be any worse? Just in one of these games that doesn't really mean much.
Yeah, he is.
Just play him in.
No, but I'm with you, Moose, in regards to try wingers there. So whether it's an Anthony, whether it's a Garnacho, whether it's somebody else, you have to. That is not my biggest issue.
How many wingers we got?
Players.
Wingers at the club.
Yeah.
Anthony, Garnacho, Diallo. And
Rashford's still there.
Rashford's not a winger.
Because Rashford's banished.
Rashford's a winger.
He plays out wide. Yeah, he plays out wide. Try Anthony there. You have to try different.
You got four wingers.
Rashford's banished, like Flores just said. We've got three wingers.
3 wingers.
Yeah,
so
Rashford's finished, man.
Because if this guy plays a back four, his managerial career is done.
No, he can't do it. He can't do it.
He won't do it. Back four, he's done.
Don't play back.
He won't do it. He won't do it. He won't do it. I think that will be a big blow to your managerial career if you give in and you basically. But the thing is, though, if he beats attacking and you lose the game, yeah, I don't think many United fans say, you know what, man, like we got beat. Don't get me wrong, yeah, but we went at it, man. We gave it a game. You know, we were attacking. They caught us on the break. You know, it's just a bit naive.
Isn't that where we're at now, though, Saeed? Isn't that where we're at now, really? Because you look at some of the goals that we've conceded. They've been set pieces, or they've been stupid mistakes. They've been Anana mistakes. They've been Bruno missed passes. Do you know what I mean? They've been poor defensive. You look at Martinez. Do you know what I mean? We're not playing bad. Do you know what I mean? It's just the fact that the quality there on the pitch isn't good enough to, fulfill what he wants on the pitch. Like Amorim, I've got no issue with Amorim. Amorim right now, he's getting the best out of what he's got right now. Do you know what I mean? And his system's gonna be difficult for him, for these players to adjust, because they're clearly not good enough. They weren't good enough under Ten Hag when we were playing poorly and not getting results. Do you know what I mean? And we were playing bad and only hoping for like a moment or a moment of magic from one player. You'd see it from Delo against Burnley or Bruno or someone hoping for a penalty stuff. Amorim right now, all he needs to do is just kind of find his 11. He needs to bring Casemiro back into the team. He's got a little bit of issues, like you're saying there, at the wing backs. He's got to have more of an attacking intent at the wing backs. But he's had to come into this team with the first game and against Ipswich and play a little bit more pragmatic. Get the players just getting used to this system. And it's just going to take time. He said it himself. He said the storm's coming. He knew that this was going to happen. We were aware of it. The problem is, as United fans, because we've seen so much shit for the past 2-3 years, we can't take any more. We completely filled to the brim. So this guy goes with a couple of losses in a row, and we're like, right, get him out next. But it's going to take time. It's not a quick fix, and we all know this.
I agree. His system's going to cook in the league. I got no doubt. If he gets the right players, based on what this flipping crap team's done and the possession they've been able to have, and the amount of shots they've been able to have on goal with these crap players, the minute he gets these players, I believe that he's going to definitely be we're going to be a top 4 side and trying to.
I agree.
Get ourselves in that position to compete. I'm not
I
worried.
think the attack's letting him down massively.
We need to go and get some strikers in January transfer window.
Oh, you said Kolo Muani, man. You want Kolo Muani?
Of course. All of this Kolo Muani is not good enough for Man United. We're better than Kolo. Since when? Who the heck do you think you are, bruv?
Bro, listen to me, yeah.
He
is so bad. When you talk about a guy who doesn't fit this system, you got Kolo Muani.
We got to stop doing that. There's man in your phone book I know who you think are better than Manchester United players. We can't just do that.
No, let me just hear this first and foremost. Yeah. Do you all think Kolo Muani's crap?
I don't think he's good.
Dead.
No.
Not good enough.
Since he went to PSG,
you can go 5-a-side now, you and pick up better ballers than some of these Manchester United.
Kolo Muani's not.
Yeah, but that's not the issue. You know what? There's better players out there. It's not like it's Kolo Muani and that's it. There is better players out there.
I'm just saying to go and get a loan from a player who has everything to prove, who has the ability, he's not a crap footballer. Technically, he's a good footballer. What are you talking about, Saeed? You're saying that technically he's crap. Have you watched it?
I think he realized a lot of it is pace. A lot of it is
but he's
direct.
Have you seen his touch? He's not poor. He's not a crap footballer. Has he done bad?
Let Chelsea get him, man. Let Chelsea have him, man.
So that's what you always say. You're out here laughing at Jackson like he's not better than all of our strikers.
Now, Jackson's he's better than Kolo Muani.
No, he's not. He's not better than Kolo Muani.
Nah,
he's
come
not.
on.
He's not.
For me, Jackson.
We're recent bias. People just like quickly to write off Kolo Muani like he weren't doing his thing when he was in Germany. People going like people are just dead food. My thing is this: do I go in and buy him tomorrow and spend money on him? No, I don't. But do I go and get a loan for until the end of the season to a kid that has everything to prove, that's hungry, and that's fighting for his flipping career, and that's been able to do it before? We ain't got Rashford, we got flipping Højlund, we got Zersky who can't run like that. We need someone that can run in, who's got pace and can also hold up the ball, control the ball, bring players in. He can do all of that. So
you know what it is? I think Musa, for me, it sent the wrong message for me, yeah, because
as a loan, we got Van. What's my man? Who's the Dutch guy we got last time on loan?
Venkhorst, yeah. But that's what we need to move away from. My thing is, we need to move away from the sort of signings that we should be putting the pressure on INEOS to be buying top tier talent. Yeah, Tyler Diblin, go and get me a Cunha. Go and get me top signings, man. No, signings. I need certified men coming in, bro. Like generally,
in January.
If you want this system to work, Musa, you have to have the good profiles. The profiles have to come in, guys. What's that?
I don't know.
Our influencers coming with a pause there.
Nah, I'm just saying, man.
Don't do that to me.
Profiling a joke, man. This ain't no 4-3-3.
But my thing is this, Saeed. This is the January transfer window. Maybe we can buy a midfielder in. Maybe we can buy a fullback, but we're not going to buy 3 players. One of these players has to be a loan.
But Musa is about what you mentioned there, Kolo Muani alone, not getting him, but utilizing the loan market for now. Because one thing I think we are all in agreement is Amram needs assistance. Yeah.
He needs assistance. My thing is this: if we get Kolo Muani in,
go get not Veghorst and Sabitzer, but like we did to help that backup Ten Hag in that season, we need that. If we can go get a couple players on loan. I'm not even asking for top tier talent. No, I'm asking for just competent.
Pull up a video. You must listen.
Competent.
Guys are gonna like you don't see my man's goals. I sent you a video anyway. My man's can score goals, man. I think Kolo, if he comes in and the manager wants him, I think he can bang us about 10 goals until the end of the season in the league. I think he can help us out.
Bro, Kolo Muani's stats here.
No, he's not.
Since he joined PSG, yeah. This season, 1 goal. Let me see 1 second in the PSG. Let me just check now quickly. Yeah, this season in the Ligue 1, 10 games, 2 goals. Last season, 26 Ligue 1 appearances, 6 goals in 26.
That's Ligue 1 when Lacazette was scoring 20 plus, do you know what I mean?
He's moving like Rashford, but I'm saying I'm saying what his ability is. If you look at his ability and what he can offer, he's not a crap footballer. That's my
Frankfurt.
He's not crap.
In the 22-23 season, had 15 goals in 32. That's where he kind of made his name. Yeah,
22, but it's the type of goals that he can score and the ability and how he can beat a man.
We need better, man.
You know what it is? It's a Rasmus, it's a Højlund signing again. It's a Xerxes signing again. Do we want another player who's like a maybe? And if
he's an athlete, he's an athlete.
Hoffman's got issues there. I mean,
I'll take
go for that guy.
I'll take Osimhen all day, every day. I'll take that. I'll take Osimhen.
Guys,
just need someone a little bit more proven. That's all.
He's not Osimhen. He's got a bad touch.
Nah, I'm not really feeling Osimhen as well. I'm not feeling Osimhen as well.
I told you, Saeed thinks we're in Selfridges. I keep on telling him we're not there, brother. We're not.
Bro, I swear that I'm not feeling it, bro.
I mean, who's out there?
But just because you're not in Selfridges, you can be in H&M. You can get something decent from H&M, you know. We just go.
Mawani is H&M.
No, he's not. Cut it out. I watch Mawani. Mawani is not H&M.
Now, Mawani is
he is what you can't give away. That's what Amarim. I mean, that's what.
You're gonna get him like he's not got ability because he hasn't found the back of the net. Has he got ability?
You know what? Jao Felix has ability, and I don't want him at Manchester United.
You know what I'm saying?
We're talking about.
Yeah, we're done. I told you.
Jao Felix has ability.
For the sideline. I'm not commentating no more. I'm just letting the Man United fans pick who they want in. I'm letting the board buy who they want.
Musa, we just giving our opinions on it. They still have to go out there and do it. You acting like
you know today who I've seen. Kudus was a bad boy today. Kudus, you must.
I told we need to get Kudus. No one's gonna put their money out for it.
I feel sorry for Kudus today, man. You get me? But let me get these super chats quickly. Big up to everyone here, man. There's 2.3K in the building here, and there's only 656 likes. Like, you lot are just taking a piss, man. So you lot, 1,000 likes is needed, man. We got over 2.3K in the building. Hit the like button, people. Troy Trey says the manager has made questionable decisions. Casemiro and Ugarte worked. Why play Bruno? Pure nepotism. Bruno will get him the sack. Super Arch says Ahmad needs to go back to right wing back. Ever since that change, we have been losing games. Glad someone posted that stat fact. Some angry cast. So angry cast will play, but not Ugarte. I want Kudus, Cunha, Bowen, and Grealish. While facts, no, we don't need Grealish. If we lose the next 5 games, sack or keep. I say sack. Brother, you say sack for everything, Troy, man. You sack everyone, man. You know what I mean?
What is he trying to sack the manager for?
Bro, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I think a lot of this fan base will flip-flop anyway. You know what I mean? If we lose the next 2 games. So, you know what I mean? I know what's going on. You have to think of the bigger picture, guys. You have to ride through the storm, and it's going to sound bad. Ride through the storm, yeah? And then you get to Southampton, collect them 3 points, and just, bro, like, I genuinely, for me, right now, it's looking peak, man. But you got to ride through it, man. You know what I mean? We got to look to January. Get some signs in January and then go from there. Because right now, it's peak right now, man. Them. It's not a joke, man.
No, it ain't a joke.
This is serious, man. Them. I'm going tomorrow to the game and I'm expecting a 3-0 whitewash. Damn. How am I going to Old Trafford, and getting 3-0 whitewash by Newcastle?
Because of multiple reasons, Saeed. One, because of the form we're in. Fact that they're in great form, and 2, stylistically, Newcastle are all wrong for us.
And they got better players. They got better players. Flaws, they got better players.
I hear that. I ain't even disputed that. And even if we was in good form and they was in terrible form, I'd be concerned about this game because stylistically they're all wrong for us.
Yeah,
they are. Newcastle is going to be an extreme. It's going to be an extreme. So it's not mad that you're saying that. But again, this is why the manager's paid the big money to do what he needs to be done. I'm not hearing excuses, reasoning. I hear it, fully hear it. But perform better. And when I say that, I'm talking about the manager. Like, I back Amorim, but I hear the criticism of not playing Casemiro next to Ugarte. Of course, he can't do that tomorrow because Ugarte.
What if we don't play Casemiro tomorrow? And he plays Eriksen and Mainoo in midfield.
He won't do that.
No.
Okay, so let's say he does that. Saeed, let's say he does that and we lose, then we crash on him for that. We crash on him for that.
If he does that, then we have to start worrying. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We crash. I don't think he'll do that. He'll play Casemiro. But
if he puts a bad lineup out here, like he needs to chill with the lineups, like he's got to put a good lineup out.
What's the good lineup? Tell me the good lineup, Saeed. What's the good lineup?
I don't do lineups, bro.
But you said he's got to put a good lineup out.
No, he's got to put a lineup that I believe in.
There's no lineup we believe in, Saeed.
That's what I'm saying. There's no lineup we believe in.
There's no lineup we believe in.
Listen, I'm not putting my lineup out there because I know it's not going to happen. But if I see,
Saeed, let's be honest. Unfiltered podcast, let's be honest. And there's nothing wrong with saying this. There isn't a lineup you believe in.
There isn't.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, which is cool.
I still think that certain man being in there needs to happen.
I agree with that. Like playing that. Bruno, thankfully, is suspended. Don't play that.
Yeah, you get it.
That's 2 great stats.
The sun negotiable.
Don't play Delo. Bruno suspended. Play a winger in one of the wing back roles. That's just the stat.
You be playing the front 3, do you know what I mean? Because if you put Ahmad at the right wing back, which I think Ahmad needs to play there because he's the only one that's going to be putting that work in and he's got the ability to feed the front 3. But attack wise, if we take Ahmad out of that, what have we got in that front 3?
Don't play Ahmad. Take Ahmad.
He can play front 3. He can play Anthony.
Play Anthony? Nah, not in the front 3. Play him out.
I think my man's better than wing back.
You like Anthony with his lineups, man.
He can play Anthony. I think Anthony with.
Let me just get this super chat here.
Anthony Garnacho and Xerxes.
Yeah,
imagine.
He's saying here he's stubborn play with Bruno. 60% of our issues, and Saeed.
No Bruno tomorrow anyway. We don't need to worry about Bruno. He's suspended.
Troy, man. Saeed and the team lose the next 5 games. Keep us up. Troy. Let me just speak to Troy for a second. Troy, relax, man.
Is that Troy Deeney?
Relax, Troy, man. Why are you so animated?
Oh man,
relax,
Musa, man, it's superstar Troy, man. Get it right. Shout out to my team, Troy.
Superstar,
bro.
Why are you like
Troy? Who?
Bro,
superstar, not Deeney.
We gonna get in. You know what it is, yeah? We go. Is he watching Rude at the minute? And just in general, like he's struggling at the minute, bro. He would have struggled at United as well. Like, let's be honest, we had that little.
Troy Reid was my guy as well, man. But I've let that boat sail, man.
Yeah,
we gotta let it go, Trey. Reid was my guy as well, but we gotta let it go now.
You bring in any manager right now, yeah, in world football. I don't even put Guardiola in there right now. Yeah, he's struggling as well.
No, we've had some. I know people don't rate stats, but we've had some favorable stats. It's told me that the managers changed it because we didn't have stats before. So I believe in the manager. I just believe that we just listen. January transfer window's open, but it's so mad. We're not even linked to anyone. We should have lined something up by now,
bro. Should have, bro. That's what INEOS. You know what? You know what they're gonna say. I bet you INEOS
need
come
a 5
out.
there, Saeed.
Hey,
we're not going with a back 4. We need a 5.
I'm with you on that in regards to, because people will talk about how many goals we conceded, which is a concern. Vast majority of it has been individual.
Oh, should we drop Onana as well, man?
No.
For who? Your Bridges.
Heat
and allow it, man.
Hey, you know what? Hey, I'm with it. You know why not?
Yeah,
I'm with it.
I can't lie, man.
I'm with Heaton. I'm with it.
Let's play Heaton, man, for a couple of games.
Nah, man. Heaton, no, listen. The only person that can handle the pressure is Onana. Let him stay in there.
Bro, Onana, what pressure, man? He's bowling under pressure, bro.
No, brother. He doesn't care. He lets in 2 goals and looks at you like he don't know what you're talking about.
Bro,
that's the pressure I'm talking about.
Hey, I'm with you. I'm with you with Heaton. I'm tired of Onana. He's been making.
Heaton will just break down.
Onana's too much,
I don't want to match your piece.
Has Heaton ever had a bad game for us? I mean, I know he's not played many, but
never.
He's been solid.
Always been solid, man. You get me?
Yo,
by the way, we got to protect Lenny Euro, man. I think for me, we should just keep him on the bench now, man.
Saeed, please.
Yeah, I'm with you, Wilson,
me and Moose the other day. What were we saying about Saeed? What were we saying about Euro?
Who we playing at centre back?
I'm protecting you. We got to protect our assets.
Protect what? Yo, we are in the war.
Yeah. Did you watch Lenny Euro? Did you watch Lenny Euro? What do you call it? Documentary, man. The guy's a family man. He's a chill man. He's
well and good. And you knew what you was doing coming to Manchester United. We are, the battlefield is out there. We are inside with the artillery. Get out on the field.
Protect the assets, man.
Protect what?
Guys, that's what I'm saying. No, that's what we're doing. What is the mistakes to buy him as our start? You don't start him every single game.
We
tried to tell him. He wasn't listening to him.
I wasn't listening, guys. I wasn't listening. We're live, man. We got to protect him.
Saeed, put the lineup back up. So who we playing?
Bro, I can't put the lineup back up, man.
Put the lineup back up, man.
First. We got to protect the brother, man.
Put the lineup back up. Who we playing?
I'm putting Thingy anyway here. De Ligt is better on this side anyway.
So who you playing centre back?
We missed De Ligt.
Maguire.
We missed De Ligt. We can say that.
Maguire's our best centre back in terms of this position.
Maguire's all right.
And then we got to play Managerial.
He's conceded about seven in the last 2 games.
I'd rather play De Ligt on the left.
Managerial will play there. Right, who are you playing here? Who are you playing here?
Malacia.
Bro, Malacia got told you've been chilling with Rashford. You not seen it?
He did, but I'm just talking just from an athleticism standpoint.
Yeah, Malacia.
With their midfield and their runners and
everything.
He's
available. And if he's available,
he's going to get cooked. I can't lie, but we move.
Who else we going to put out there?
Okay, midfield.
Casemiro.
Casemiro, Mainoo, isn't it?
You know what? Are we going Mainoo? I don't put Mainoo in.
Nah, Ericsson, man. Ericsson
against that team. Old school.
Hey, play Collier, man. Put Collier.
Well, we're not got Agati. What's happened to Agati? Is Agati injured or something?
He's suspended.
Oh, okay.
Ericsson, I disagree with this lineup. Just want to say,
you can't put Ericsson in there. It has to be Mainoo. You're taking a piss.
No, for
Why would it be Mainoo? I'm putting Mainoo in the 10. I'm putting. You know what we should do? Should put Xerxes here. I would drop Mainoo actually. I'll give Mainoo a break. Can't lie.
Nah, put him in the middle. You can't have Ericsson. Ericsson's not got the legs. Tonali and Guimaraes and Gordon. Do you know what I mean?
You are trying to step man up, man.
Can Garnacho play up front?
No.
No. Højlund, man. Where's Højlund? There he is.
At least
Højlund's got a bit of support. Højlund then's got a bit of support then at least.
Rob Højlund, man, he's been poor the past couple of games. Plays Xerxes.
No, but Xerxes there, but he's supporting.
Xerxes playing as a World Cup. Yeah.
I'll play Xerxes in that role there, and then it's a little bit more balanced in that area. I think this is a good team. Well, it's not a good team, but it's the team that I would.
Yeah, Saeed, play Mainoo. Saeed, play Mainoo and put Ericsson in the 10. Ericsson can do the 10. Like, why are we playing games?
We need someone to spray the ball. We need someone to spray the ball, man, and get the ball out wide and that. You know what I'm saying?
He's not gonna. Do you know who you're trying to put Ericsson in the middle of the park with? Have you seen who Newcastle's got?
Bro, Casemiro can cover, man.
Them men are beasts. You can't put him in the park with them three.
So you're playing? Who are you playing in midfield then?
Mainoo. We ain't got a choice. How about you putting him in the
bench?
Midfield, man. He's going against Tonali, Bruno Gomes.
Yes, this is when he has to stand up because my man can't do it. Eriksen can't do it. He ain't got the legs.
He's not got the legs. Look at him against Ipswich. Do you remember when we started with that lineup with that midfield against Ipswich? We got overrun by him for the first 45.
I'm not putting Eriksen here.
Why are you so against that, Saeed?
Because he won't work in the system, man. Trust me.
It can't be worse than Bruno in that 10 spot.
That's the only one that
that's what I'm saying. Everyone knows he can play in a 10.
You could what you could then do, yeah, when you play out of the system, yeah, you could go 2 up front.
No disrespect to Zersky right now.
Sometimes the manager
is doing a better job.
Well. Have you seen some games though? We played it like this as well, where you've seen Bruno in the 10 and we played 2 up front. So you could actually see this formation as well if you need to. So that's what I'm saying.
I prefer that.
That could be Eriksen.
Yeah.
Take
wing back.
Yeah, that could be Eriksen.
So you man don't want to play Xerxes, yeah? You don't want to play him?
No, you keep Xerxes. You move Diallo to wing back and you put Eriksen up there because Anthony's not doing nothing. Come on, let's be honest.
No, Anthony, you need Anthony though, bro. You need Anthony. This is where we're going to get our weight from.
Yeah, but he can't do a job there, Saeed. We've seen him not be able to do a job there, whereas Diallo has been able to do that job there.
He can.
No, but we're talking about Casemiro, Mainoo, and Eriksen in the middle with Diallo wing back. Yeah, that can work.
Yeah, man. Listen, I think this is the best formation for us. I generally do. Like when you look at the width, yeah, okay, cool. I'm not still keen on Malacia there. I think for me, he's not.
So who would you play? Who would you play?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd still play Dalot there. I'm being honest.
See, my thing is this side. When you play Zersky and Højlund,
for me, everyone's putting too much pressure on Malacia, man. He's been out for 500.
No, but listen, forget that one there. When you play Zersky and Højlund, who comes off at 60 minutes? Who's coming on the pitch?
Who's coming on the pitch?
Because these men can't play the whole game.
Brother, we've been getting beat in the first 30 to 1 hour anyway.
One of them, they both can't play together. They both can't play together.
Man. Who gives a shit about 60, 70th minute? The game's done by them, bro.
Yeah, game's done.
I'm talking about subs, bro. There is no subs. We're getting beat by 60th minute. I'd rather us go for it. No, we're getting beat, but we went for it. And then we go home and say, you know what? We did what we could do. Man said, bro, the subs ain't doing shit anyway. Garnacho's there, cool.
They've won us games. Subs have won us games.
Garnacho will be on the bench. And it will be, who will be on the bench? Garnacho.
That's what I'm saying. I'd rather play Eriksen and take off one of the forwards.
Garnacho, Collier.
Let me look at
I'd rather take off one of the forwards and play Eriksen, man.
Man United last substitutions, yeah, Wolves game, yeah, would have been Bayender, Johnny Evans, Toby Collier, and Lenny Yoro would be on there, and then Garnacho, and then maybe a couple of youngsters. So the bench is going to be very, very it's going to be very, very it's still gonna be
when
great.
When are we bringing Obi Martin in? Do you know what I mean? Like when we're getting that kid, at this point,
I don't know why we don't put him in. You gotta get some. But again, like I said to you guys, yeah, any lineup we bring in, yeah, Broski. This is why I don't want to do lineups, guys. We are shit. There ain't no dressing it up. One player this, one player that, bro. It's a collective thing for me.
And people are saying it's Amarim's fault, Saeed. And people saying it's Amarim's fault. Like Amarim's, do you know what I mean? The reason why we're not playing well. You look at that lineup. How can you expect us to be any half decent team with that lineup? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to put Kobe in there. Exactly. I think Kobe needs to have a rest, man.
The fan base I was gassing Kobe, flipping it.
No, but the thing is, though, it's a system, though. It's not about gassing up a player. A player we can gas up, yeah, cool.
When he plays generational talent. Man was talking about generational talent.
I don't think anyone said generational talent. No.
That's what I was screaming last season.
I don't think I heard generational talent.
That's the case. The system don't suit Dalot, so why are we playing in wing back?
Hey? Because he's a better option than Malacia.
He's not.
No way.
Are you kidding me?
He's not.
No, he's not.
Nah, Malacia's not. He's starting the place out. No, look at Bournemouth.
500 days out.
Dalot stank the place out. What we talking about?
Not as much as
Dalot has been one of our worst players over these past 5 games.
I know, but you know what?
He's not been getting rinsed by players.
He's got match rhythm.
Yeah, because defensively he's fine. I'm talking more offensively. I'm saying try it. We're talking about the options, so players shouldn't be dropped.
Yeah, but when we lose, we go down the left hand side and Mainoo's and Malassi's getting cooked. Yeah, everyone's gonna be like, oh, but why is he getting cooked? Yeah, because this brother is coming back from a serious injury.
He's got to play. Why are we protecting players?
But he's played better and better every time.
We put him in against that. Wait. We put him in against Arsenal and he was fine.
He was fine
for half a game.
Yeah, for half a game. What about Bournemouth for half a game?
Yeah, put him in again.
He spanked the place out. He got hooked at half time.
He was fine against Arsenal, and Delos should have been hooked. Delos been arguably our worst player over this run.
Malacia needs to play, man. Saeed's gone.
Bro, I can't lie to you, man. I'll be real with you, man. I just think for me, I'm just picking the one who's fitter and the one that has more match rhythm. I'm not picking quality.
Match rhythm.
Why can't we put Masraoui out there? Why can't we put Masraoui out there and have Martin?
He put him left-sided centre-back.
I put him left-sided centre-back. Bro, man, all of this is just semantics, bro. Everything was shit, man. Like, bro, man are arguing life or death for this United team. What are you, man, doing?
Yeah, I'm not watching the game tomorrow. I'm not watching it.
They're arguing life or death.
You're watching the game.
It's going to be freezing cold.
Bro, are you mad?
I'm not watching.
You're watching the game, but you're arguing for Malacia.
I'm not watching the game. I'm due to go cinema, so I'm not watching that.
No, and it's not about arguing for Malacia. I just want players dropped. I just want players dropped to in terrible form.
I can buy into that. I can buy into that flawless. Yeah, if you drop him, he's just not good enough. I can buy into that.
If we had a left wing back who was a youth player, I'd be calling for him. I'd play Collier this game. I'd play him in midfield.
Got a mass. Where's the mask gone? Like he's just disappeared.
Player mass. Cool.
Can't be worse.
That's my point. It's not about arguing for someone. It's like if you are performing poorly, I want you dropped. Hurling ain't played well, drop him. Xerxes, when then's not played well, drop him. That's what needs to happen. And Amarim's done that for the most part. When players haven't played well, he's been dropped. Garnacho hasn't started in 4 games. We haven't seen Rashford in 4 games, apart from Bruno and Dalot. I'm saying they're the only 2.
I must say ready, man. Allow that I must hide.
I agree. He's not ready, but it's at this point, it's not good enough. What it does is it gets the players to step up a little bit. Do you mean to say, look, your place isn't guaranteed there. You've got to perform better.
He cannot be worse than Dalot because Dalot's been absolutely awful.
So by the way, what's the situation with the Mainoo and Garnacho contract rumors and that? Apparently, something going on. Apparently, not being given the contracts and that. I don't understand.
Why should they be given the contract though? Why do they deserve contracts right now?
What's Garnacho getting a contract though? What's the situation with Garnacho? Like what?
He should be sold.
How long's he got left? How long do they both have left on their deals?
No, but Garnacho has till 2028 though.
So why are we talking about a deal? That can't be right. He can't be struggling to reach an agreement when he's
Garnacho's contract expires 2028. Remember,
see, fear-mongering, nothing to worry about.
The Mainoo one is the one though that they're talking about. Mainoo's contract. I don't know when.
We can't start doing this thing that we did with Rashford though. Start giving him mad money. Do you know what I mean? It's a privilege to be playing for Manchester United as a Mancunian. Do you know what I mean? He should be going. Look, okay, I'm just going to put in the performances. Put me on bonuses. Do you know what I mean? We can't give him 200 grand a week or 250 because under the last regime we'd be giving him 250 a week, and it's madness. So he's proven nothing so far.
You just said
he's had 1.5 a good season. Sorry, go on.
You're right. Nah, it's cool. You said you're spot on with what you're saying. Don't give him no big 2027. You said. This is a non-story, man.
Yeah.
2027 and 2028. This is a non-story.
They want more money, man. Telling you,
this is a non-story, man. Like we're going into.
I mean, it's got to come from somewhere, though, innit? It's got to come from somewhere. This story,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's no smoke without fire.
But you just checked it. 2027 and 2028.
Yeah, but again, it's about money, though. It's about money. Garnacho's on 50 bags a week.
Cool. Yeah. That's 50 bags too much the way you've been performing.
Mainoo, I don't know what Mainoo's on. Let me see what Mainoo's on.
What are we talking about here? If he wants more money, let him go.
Mainoo. Let me look at Kobe Mainoo's salary. Right, I don't know why they put Kobe Mainoo first. That's crazy, you know. Them man know what's going on. Let me look at Man United's salaries anyway, because club Man United. And guys, we're not even on 1,000 likes yet, man. You lot are taking a piss, man.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? You lot hit the like button, man.
Stop.
What's going on? Yeah, so Kobe Mainoo, mama's on 20 grand a week.
That's good money for an academy graduate who's just come out. Do you know what I mean? Played first season, 20 grand a week. What are we talking about?
A week.
You're saying he's not even a first. He's not even a starter. You're saying, Saeed. So
20 grand, and obviously Diallo's out of contract as well. He's gonna look to contract.
Diallo we need to pattern, but 2027.
He's gonna have to start talking to teams from a couple of days.
Yeah, Diallo can talk to someone in January.
Nah, have we not got
That's why you got man like Don Robbie and that chatting like
triggering your extension.
Is it not triggering Don Robbie what he said? I shout at Don Robbie, but that's crazy. Hey?
How much do we pay Diallo a week? That's the problem. Do you know what I mean? You know, because
how much is Diallo we should give him? I reckon Diallo a little 120 and that.
Yeah, 120 sounds about. Yeah.
100.
This is a non. Unless if those dates are right, this is a non-story. 2027 to 2028. We can chat to Mainoo the summer 2026.
How about Diallo?
Diallo, that's the year extension. We need to pattern that. And Garnacho 2028. I wish it was short.
Yeah. I think Fabrizio Romano was talking about like the United are you know, they're not messing around with the Amad Diallo contract. You get me? But like I said, man, the way the season's going right now, do you know what I mean? The way that, you know, things are going on right now, like, bro, I know he loves United, but brother, someone comes around the corner and offers him a good deal, and we're not in Champions League football next year. Do you know what I mean, bro? He go look elsewhere, man. Maybe you don't know.
Yeah, he's a traveler, bro. That man there, he's not always been here.
If he leaves here, then that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. You know what I mean? But you can't
cost us to replace him.
If we finish around about where we are right now, then Kobe Mainoo, he's a youngster. He's United through and through. I could never see him leaving. But for me, like if Amad Diallo's to leave, that's, bro, end the project, bro. Because that'll be the first player that United lose, like in terms of a big player on a free as well.
Yeah, but they were ready to get rid of him. A lot of people were ready to get rid of him last year.
What, a year ago? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
it ain't a joke, man. Yeah, it ain't a joke. It ain't a joke, man. One thing that is true though, man, is the Rashford situation where, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but Andy Mitten come out and said basically that Rashford hasn't been liked, yeah, by managers. And I was looking at the story this morning, and I was like, bro, this is bullshit, you know, because I'm like, yo, where was this story last season or the season before?
It's easy to say it now, isn't it?
It's easy to say it. Because look at this, yeah. And this is meant to be a reliable journalist, yeah. And he works with Man United, isn't it? But I don't believe this story, you know, man, because he's saying here, every previous manager has had issues with Marcus Rashford. I've spoken to them. I know them. They've told me in confidence going back years and years and years. But Rashford last season or the season before, you know what I mean? Like, they were best mates with Ten Hag. Ten Hag was playing him. You know, you didn't really hear anything.
I don't know, you know, man. This now he's not played. Now he's been banished from the squad.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's easy to say this now.
Easy to say now, man. It's like,
you know what?
Serious, man. Yeah, go on, Ash. Go on.
So sorry for he's broke the confidence. He said managers told me in confidence. Well, he's broke the confidence by saying that already. So then why don't you give us more details? Why go into specifics? This manager had an issue because of this or that. Do you know what I mean? But Marcus Rashford, going back to wages just for a sec, if Marcus Rashford weren't on 350 a week or however much he's on, we wouldn't be having this kind of issue. He was taking 120 a week. Do you know what I mean? Would it be a lot more relaxed? Do you know what I mean? The fact that he's on his 350. So Kobe should be looking at that and thinking, with that big amount of wages becomes a big amount of pressure. Do you know what I mean? And a big amount of expectations. So maybe he needs to cool it a little bit, Kobe Mainoo. Do you know what I mean? Because he shouldn't be asking for that kind of money. And Rashford, you know, he grabbed it as quick as he can and as much as he can. And all that's done. That's just been a poison chalice for him. But for going back again to Andy Mitten, it's easy saying it like Flawless, you're just saying there. Saying it now when he's already on the way out. This feels like it's been leaked by one of the staff at the club. Do you know what I mean? Just to kind of grease the door for letting him go, allowing him to leave, and making fans be a little bit more comfortable with him leaving. Because that's what it feels like. Once fans start hearing, oh, he's a problem or he's an issue, and this is out in the public domain, then people go, well, it's not that big of an issue. He's leaving. You know, because there's a lot of fans still behind Rashford. There's a lot of casuals there who still back him. He's feeding the kids. You know, all the youngsters love him. They still wear his shirts and that. So if this news is coming out that, oh, actually, he's a problem and he's a problem for managers, that, like I said, it helps grease this move out the club. So I feel like that's what's happening here.
No, listen. For me, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Andy Mitten, is is a little bit of a mouthpiece for INEOS. I can't lie, man, because he's got them on an interview, innit? So I don't know if this is something to kind of put a bit of bad PR for Rashford to kind of sell him out. I don't know about you, man, but I'm looking at this and I'm putting 2 and 2 together, thinking, yo, they're trying to get Rashford out the club. So let's put a story out there.
It's easy to say when Rashford said what he said. It's easy to say this now. If Rashford was flying and informed, this wouldn't be a conversation. Like the INEOS cuts, right back to the start of the show. If Manchester United were flying, we wouldn't be talking about cost cutting. Same way, if Manchester United were flying, people wouldn't be talking about, oh, there's mice at the stadium. Same way, if Manchester United were flying, people wouldn't be talking about the roof. The roof's been leaking since Arsenal last won a league title. We know this. It's been a long ass time since about this Manchester United roof. But only when we're playing badly and playing poorly is this now a conversation. And it's the same with the Rashford thing. It's like when a character dies in a series, The Power, The Wire or something, put all the dead bodies on him. Yeah,
you know why though? As a fan base here, we can't do this because for me, I don't really like the character assassination of players, innit? They did the same thing with Rashford, yeah. They said the same thing with Sancho, and for me, you got to have the same energy for Rashford, innit? Even though we might not like him as a player, yeah, but you know all of this stuff about not likable and that and. That's why I said it was. That's why I said I think it's nonsense, and it's just because of what's going on. Rashford is currently the big talking point and the massive talking point about Manchester United. When he's not in squads, he's still been one of them. Marcus Rashford left out of Manchester United squad again. I think something today, Manchester United seen leaving train. Carrington? Right? Why is that even a conversation of him leave? Does he not train and then leave Carrington every day? Every day they train, but because of what's going on. So that's why I don't pay much mind about him not being liked. He's just not a very good footballer. That's all it is. Yeah. Now listen, for me, but you know what it is? Yeah, I love these guys that come up and say, yo, we didn't lose today. And Rashford wasn't playing. You can't blame him. Bro, like that right there as well is annoying as well, man. But like I said, bro, with or without Rashford, we would have lost. You know what I mean? Like people need to allow it in it. We would have lost. We've
lost games with Rashford. We've lost games with Rashford. Like, what are they talking about? We've lost lots of games with Rashford.
We scored 57 league goals with Rashford last season.
Yeah.
What are we talking about here? We failed to crack 60 league goals with Rashford. No, 70 league goals with Rashford.
1 minus 4, you know. How many goals are we getting this season?
We acted like Rashford is the
How many goals have our attackers got so far in terms of how many goals have we scored collectively? All competition this season.
I don't know. We did all right, but you know why it might be a decent amount? Because of Europe. Because we scored goals in Europe.
So let's look at it now. Let me know in the chat how many goals have we scored all competition. In let me just quickly check right now. How many?
Why all competition? Because Premier League.
Premier League.
Hey, Europa League, we're still in it, man. We're still in the Europa League.
Our top goal scorer in the Premier League is 4 goals, Marcus Rashford.
No way.
Yeah.
Is it Garnacho? Is it? You go show it's Rashford, yeah?
I'm looking at FOTMob here. It's saying 4 goals, Marcus Rashford, 24-25.
That's crazy, man. Nah, that's crazy. I can't lie, man. That's embarrassing, man. These guys, mods, these chats that are coming in, man. Make sure you block them in it. 7-0 Barnsley help, man. You get me? But now I want to what? 21 in the Premier League. Yeah, 21
goals in the Prem.
Sorry?
Now I'm just repeating that. 21 goals in the Prem. That's madness. Compare that to the relegation fodder. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, Wolves have scored 31. Yeah, they've conceded 42. Don't get me wrong. But they've scored 31. Tottenham have scored 41. And they've got 9 losses this season. We've got 8.
Yeah, they bad goals. They just concede a lot.
That's mad, man. That's crazy, you know. You can see the 24 though, man. That's a lot. It's not messing around though, man.
How many were before Amarin and how many we scored since Amarin's coming?
I think it was we had 11 and 12, was it? And 10 and 11. Yeah, no, before Amarim in the league, it was 10 and 11, right?
I think so.
Yeah, it was like 10 and 11. So basically, we was a goal under the game. So if it was 12 games, it was 11 goals. If it was 11 games, it was 10 goals. So we scored more in that instance. We just started conceding more. We got to cut out these silly errors.
Yeah, Salah scored at 17, yeah. United scored 22 is mad. It's mad.
Crazy, man. Salah scored more than Manchester United and they still won't give him a deal. It's mad.
21 goals. Yeah, no, the real talk. It's not great, guys. This is grim reading, man. This is grim reading. Like,
not news though, Saeed, though, is it? Like, we knew this coming off last season with negative goal difference. Do you know what I mean? We knew, and then we're bringing Xerxes, who was, don't get me wrong, he's an all right player, but he's not a proven goal scorer, is he? Do you know what I mean? So, and then we already had Højlund there. Like, what were we doing in the summer? We needed a guaranteed goal scorer, proven, and creators as well.
100%. I remember when we bought in Xerxes, though, a lot of people did think we were going to get another striker. A lot of people did say that.
I said we needed another striker because we didn't need just numbers because we only got 2. You should have 3 strikers.
People did mention that. I do remember a lot of people saying, we should get another striker. And so I don't know what the club was thinking. But then again, he was available. But I hear that my man's having a hard time at Juventus, that their fan base has been racist, the ultras or something.
Who?
Who's Juventus's number 9?
Oh, Vlahovic.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's the one I wanted before Højlund.
The ultras were onto him and bare racist chants and that.
They did, but the thing is, though, because obviously he's got roots to I think obviously got Serbia in it.
Yeah.
So I don't know because obviously
he might be having a hard time. He might just say, "You know what, enough's enough."
I don't know, man. I don't know, but I think
Vlahovic is a bad boy. That's who I wanted to get.
Who?
I wanted to get Vlahovic. I wanted him.
Yeah, now that's the one where I remember in the summer, I remember telling United fans, "Yo, go and get Vlahovic." They were like, "Nah, man, it's Vlahovic. It's Højlund's the new one up and coming." And I said, "Who's the more proven goal scorer?" I said, "It's Vlahovic." But
I think I saw an interview. Ruud van Nistelrooy said that if he had the choice of a number 9 to come in, it will be him.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, and Ruud knows his things when it comes to scoring goals.
Now I watched Cunha today, man, and Cunha was the one, man. I'm telling you, man. Cunha today was
he's not a number 9 again, Saeed. He's not.
No, but again, he's on the left side. You ain't gonna get.
You want these pretty players, Saeed? Look, I've done all this pretty player thing. Yeah, I need someone to put the ball in the back of the net. Well, this is what Xerxes was meant to be doing. This is what Xerxes was meant to be doing.
We're creating build up right now, Saeed. How many chances do we have against Spurs where the ball was put across the box and there's no one there on the end of it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, forget all of that.
We've seen that now. We're creating chances now. We are creating opportunities. The ball's getting to the box now. Getting to
the
final.
For half a season, this season so far and last season, Cunha's put up numbers in terms of goals.
Yeah, I'd take Cunha all day, but I feel like the priority is deeper than that.
Yeah, but the thing is, if he can do that for Wolves, I think he could do that here.
There's potential.
I hate Chelsea, but he could play. The way he plays, he could play that left side 10, and he adds some much needed athleticism and just.
I feel like if we had a number 9 that was quite decent and getting us goals, I'll say, get my man in. The fact we don't have someone.
Musa, we need both.
Yeah, 100%. We're not going to get it.
But I'd rather look at the build-up play rather than the end product.
Why are we not going to get it?
Because INEOS has shown you already in the last summer transfer window, they're not on it. They should have got it. INEOS have come in to Man United, who didn't have a left back for the whole of last season, and they still didn't get a left back.
Real talk. We have left backs, it's not very good.
No, but they came in with Luke Shaw, who was injured all last season, Malacia, who was out, and they came into a window and they didn't get a left back.
And you know how mad this is, yeah? We're doing a rebuild at the worst time, you know, because Man City are now looking to do a rebuild, yeah? Liverpool didn't spend last summer. Arsenal are potentially not going to win the league again. So now they need players in January. They lost Saka.
Nice. Give them hope. Nice.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Arsenal going to want to spend in the money in the window, yeah? Chelsea, if we're going to spend, Chelsea spend money in the window. Man, we're not just doing things on our own, you know. People just think this is like man are doing shopping on their own.
Get the Premier League players. You see all these Cunha, Kudus, Isak, these men are taking them. City,
I know.
They're going to get the proven because they raid Brighton, they raid all the teams that are doing good. They go and get their players. We're not good at that.
You know, we're not the only teams that are going in for these players, man. I'm telling you guys.
But again, this is where the smart recruitment, as much as I rate Cunha, as much as I think Kudus is a quality baller, as much as I rate Isak, Cunha.
Yeah, the body to do their job.
But Cunha, Kudus, Isak are not the only players like that out there.
To To Man United, they are.
No,
and
they're
listen,
not.
based on based on INEOS's window, who did they get in that we didn't know about that surprised us?
In regards to, but just because you didn't get someone known doesn't mean
No.
You didn't get someone just because you didn't, just because you got players who were known doesn't mean it was bad. Does the players work? Mazarari, I think, has been a good signing. Dele, I think so far has been a good signing. Okay, man can be. I'm just giving you my opinion on it. Yoro, I think, will be a good signing. Agate is now showing his worth. That's 4 out of 5 signings. So you can go and get known players. You can go and get unknown players. The point I'm making is that you just said Isak and Kudus are the only players. No, they're not.
They're not the only players. I'm just saying. I say these teams are going to go and get
cool. So we have to do our recruitment. There's thousands.
So what we're going to do, we're going to go and get the players who are not prem proven. I'm going to see if they can try a thing again. And the likelihood they're going to be all under 23, 24. We're going to be waiting for them to build and get better. I just don't trust. I don't trust our recruitment process.
I hear that. But I think our recruitment did well. I get you not trusting our recruitment. That I understand. I think they actually did a good job in the summer. I liked our window.
Because for me, we had the chance. We had the chance to get Edison or Ugarte, and we went for Ugarte. I still would have went for Edison because I think he offers you both.
Yeah,
and I feel like with Ugarte, he's so one-dimensional. Is that because we're defending a lot and we're needing that, everyone's excited about him. But in reality, you'd want more from him, but he's not going to give you more. He just adds to the defensive side of the game.
But he's been added and been useful because
because of how we are and how we're moving right now.
Under Ten Hag, when we was being attacked a lot, he was useless.
Yeah, I agree. No, I think my man's going to make players better, but I just feel like they're not doing signings where tomorrow none of us are going to be like, oh, yeah, we need to replace my man. We need to replace them. I just feel like a few of them are replaceable.
And we'll crash.
Mazraoui, like example, I wouldn't be surprised. Mazraoui, I think his best position is on the right in the defense, where people want to play Euro. I think that's where he's done very good for us. But still, people are pushing him out to the left, where he's not going to be as useful. Then people are pushing him to the fullback positions. He's not going to be as useful. Because I think when he's played there,
I hear you on that, and I hear that in agreement. So it's 2 things on that. One, the fact that he can play there and Yoro can play there is good for us in regards to competition. In regards
that's what I agree with.
And secondly, as well, Mazarari, I think, is a competent right wing back or left wing back or left-sided centre back, which is good in itself. Even though I think his best position, I agree with you, is a right-sided centre back. The fact that he can play other roles to a competent level is good. That's a good thing.
That's where he's been exposed, and now people have changed their minds because he's played.
Because he had a couple bad games. But you know what? He's played well all season long. You know what it's like. All season long, he's played well. Couple bad games and he's awful.
I'm with you, but I feel like with him, not to get stuck on him because I understand what you're saying as well. But I think he is a good player and he's not one to let go. But again, I'm just saying that if the manager did say I want to go in a different direction, I wouldn't be surprised. There's not enough players where I feel like the manager can't go in a different direction. And that's one of the problems. You need to get players in like Euro, where I don't see him going in a different direction with that young player there and saying, now, you know what, I'm going to get somebody else in blah, blah,
We look better with Ugarte, though. I can't lie to you, whether people like it or not.
What we're doing now, 100%, because we're getting peppered, man. Peppered FC right now.
Yeah. Listen, man, I think for me, you know what it is, man? We just got to keep the faith, man. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, I feel like we should end it on this video, man, just to cheer us up a little bit. You know what I'm saying to you? This is our gaffer, man.
There we go.
I mean, the manager, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? He's taking the little kids and that in the car and that, you know what I'm saying, to give a little whiz around. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Look, you're going to see it now. I think he's going to tell him to hop in the car and that, go for a little drive and that. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, say, yo, jump in the whip, man. Yo, kid jumped in the whip and that. You know what I'm saying?
Made his day.
Took him around. You know what I mean? I'm surprised INEOS not made to, you know what I mean? Said to the kid, yo, listen, you got to pay for that, mate. I said, jump in and that.
INEOS is charging.
You know what I mean? He said, yo, INEOS is charging tours and that. You know what I mean? Man took him for a little tour and that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Bro.
Yeah, that's what you need in times like this.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? My gaffer, man.
I like the manager. Like when they've asked him, what would you need the supporters to do? And he said, brother, I'm not asking him for anything. If you
didn't ask for anything, man.
Was that what he said?
Way. I'm not asking for nothing. He said they've given us everything. We need to give them about I'm asking them for things.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I didn't know he said that. I respect that.
I respect that. Yeah, because the media is trying to put him under pressure. Like, what do you want the support to do? He said, have you seen what they've done? They've turned up every game to watch this.
But that's all we got now, man. That's all we got right now. Just a little bit of,
Maybe they're going to put him on a trial, get him in the car, get him on a trial. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, left wing back and that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we can't do any worse than some of them players out there. Maybe he'll show some energy out there, man. Some athleticism.
Yo, right. AC Milan manager got sacked. Peak.
Really?
Was it Fonseca? Fonseca got sacked. Conceição is the new manager of AC Milan. He did decent at was it Porto, innit? So, but yeah, man, I don't know, man. I can't lie to you, man. I think I'll be doing a stream after the game when I get back on that midnight, and it's gonna be therapy hour again, man. Therapy. Yeah, listen, we did a 4-hour calling show yesterday, Mulsa, 4 hours,
I think I saw that. I came in, I see it, then I said, I'm gonna tune in, then I forgot. And I came back and I saw you. I said, what's going on here? This therapy is real.
Yo, it's bad out here, man. It's tough times, man. But listen, they say tough times never last, man. Tough people do. So unless you are not tough right now, it's peak for you, man. It's peak.
I've accepted it. I've accepted it. I've accepted it. The worst thing about this season, though, is that Man City have fallen to the wayside. And we had a Liverpool team who no one expected to be here. And then you had a manager who started the season in his 3rd year with his 600 million spent, and he couldn't take advantage of this situation. Brother,
why are they trying to regurgitate the same shit?
I don't even want to think about it, man.
Yeah.
Because in every scenario, this should be United season. In every scenario. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can you imagine Amrin in his 3rd season and we've backed him and all the other teams collapse like this and we don't take advantage of it?
Hey, but INEOS were the right ones and did the right thing. People wonder why I'm crashing because I hear you and that. Imagine what we could have done. I ain't saying we win the league, but if we were a competent unit, we'd be fine.
Yeah.
Let's say fine.
We could be dreaming. Even if we don't win it. Facts, even if we don't win it, we could be dreaming right now. Like there's hope. Dream.
But you know what it is, we played well. Yeah. If we played good football, we lost like a little 4-3 in that year. But I wouldn't mind that, man. But it's like you're getting slapped free.
I hate our games. Every game we play, man, tell me, we're only if we win 4 points of this team. If we don't win though, we don't win. So why we?
Hey man, the wins. Hey, the win's on its way.
Top 6
I don't know, but the win's on its way, Musa, man. I got you on that.
Someone said we can go 11th tomorrow. Someone told we can go 11th tomorrow. Is it true? We can go 11th tomorrow.
Yeah, we go 11th.
Yeah. See. Progress, man.
And
then you go end the year on a high, man.
I'm taking 11th right now, bro. Are you mad?
Sure, Saeed.
What, to end the season right now? You take 11th right now?
No, I'm not saying, no, I didn't say that. I said right now, at this to finish off the year, 11th sounds better than 14th, man. I'm telling you now, man. Cool. And we go ahead of Tottenham as well. No, we go ahead of Tottenham.
This is the first time in Premier League history that we're going to finish the year like this.
Yeah, but 11th's better than 14th, man. You know what I mean?
Outside the top 10.
Coping what you want, man. You know what I'm saying?
We've got to put in a big performance tomorrow for us to beat Newcastle.
Knock on the door on that mid-table. We're just knocking. We're next door neighbours and that. When you're 14th, you're down the bottom, bro. You're trying to lower
mid-table, man. We lower mid-table.
There's a lot of work to get to that 11th, though. Hey? A lot of work to get to that 11th tomorrow. That's not going to be easy.
How can we be at home and we have no hope? This is nothing.
Bro. That's the reality,
have you
man.
seen Newcastle play? No, Musa. Newcastle hungry.
Home used to mean something. Home don't mean nothing for us now.
Nah, don't mean nothing. With these players, how can it mean anything? Like, we've seen Bournemouth go in and slap us 3-0. We've seen Spurs come and slap us. How many teams over the last 12 months?
Now, real talk, yeah. At home, the last year and a bit, what's the aggregate at home in terms of like losses and that? Like, real talk, when you deep it, like 2024, when you look back at it, 2024, I want to know how many times we've been slapped at home.
We might as well start wearing the away kit at home, man. We're finished, bro.
You have to deep it. 2024.
Start wearing white.
Yeah, start wearing the white kit at home.
Nah, real talk, man. 2024, man. You've been beat. Let's look at the biggest loss in 2024 at home, yo.
Why would you want to do this? Why, Saeed?
No, we have to assess.
You don't want to do wait, Saeed. You don't want to do predicted lineups, but you want to run through our terrible home form.
Yeah, but
why?
I want to know, like, what is like. This is mad, you know. Like,
we know we watch you lose your shit every week, calling out people to the car.
Most is telling me how we not winning, or we want to win at home. But I'm telling you, Musa,
the manager who just got sacked assembled this team. We all know he's terrible and assembled a terrible lineup and a terrible squad. This is why we are now getting poor. Terrible manager, terrible squad gets terrible results.
Yeah.
C.
But now, Flawless, okay then, just say that we can't reach top 6 then.
No, I'm not saying we can't reach top 6. No. I'm not saying that.
This is crazy, man. I swear down, man. When do you reckon you'll give up on top?
Is that PS5 still on the line? Yes,
yeah, but it's still on that. Nah, forget the PS5. It's the grand.
It's not on the line.
I want the bag.
Giving you regardless, isn't it? But like,
he won't. I won't accept it. No, I won't send it.
I'm saying, like, you believe, like, okay, cool, I'm gonna believe it. But do you believe in the squad and the players to get that gap? We've not won back-to-back games all season.
You were right. We haven't won back-to-back games this season, and I hear why it sounds crazy. But I've spoken on this. I rate some of the players. I do rate some of our players, and I think they can perform much better and can win those games. And I also rate the manager.
Wait. What players do you rate?
Yalo, Mainoo, Mazarari, Delit.
I think the players. I'm with you.
This is why I said, I rate a core 6 or 7 of the players. I've said this for the longest.
The players you rate.
In 11, you have to, because people are like, Amarim doesn't know his best 11. I've said this for the longest. We don't have a best 11. You have to pick a core 5, 6, 7 players and then get the best out of them and rotate the rest. Said this.
But you know what the problem is, though, Florence, is that this team is handicapped, without the wing backs. They're handicapped.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No matter how good the players that we rate that are outside those
positions. That's why I said the wing backs are more important than the striker.
Yeah,
that's why you were wrong, though. I said to you, the wing backs are more important than the striker. In this system, the wing backs are the most crucial and critical. Like, they're literally like, broski, they're the pacemaker, they're everything, bro, in this system.
They are.
They're literally holding this team together. The foundation of the pillars.
Yeah, if Amarim can get a few signings in the transfer window, based on how good he's done with this crap and getting those players in, I'll be with Flawless. I'll be with Flawless. We can finish top 6. But he has to get signings in. If he doesn't get no signings in, I don't see how we can push for that. Because he's shown that with the players that we have got, we're still able to go away, have more possession of the game, even lose games and still be 50% based on having the ball. But we're not really doing much with it. But if you can get those signings in, that can take us to that a little bit to a better level than we're at now, we can have a push for it. But if he doesn't get no signings in, Flawless, forget about that top 6.
No, I hear you in regards to that and why it sounds wild. This is why I'm not pushing back. I'm just giving my reason. It's not based off of hope. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not no hope.
They need signings.
I give reasons. No, I agree with you in sign because we know the players are not good enough. That's not dispute. I'm asking the manager to perform at an extremely high level. Yeah. I think if he performs at a high level and gets our better players performing at a high level, it can be done because we should be out of sight. We should be nowhere. In terms of points, as bad as we've been, because we're all in agreement, we should be woeful. Yeah. We should be nowhere near top 8. We should be nowhere near top 8. Never mind top 6.
If we were 8 last season, and we still showing the same players that are showing the same vulnerabilities and weaknesses.
100%. And we
only gonna decrease.
How many points were we off 6 last season? 3.
No, but this time last year we were 8.
What's mad though? You see this form that Man United is in. It's been consistent for the last 18 months. So we're consistent in our form.
Yeah, we're consistently bad. Yeah,
we're consistently bad.
Because if you're consistent, you ain't in a top 8 race, top 6 or top 4. You're finishing inside the top 4.
23-24. When's match day
We don't have back-to-back wins.
Are we going into match day 18 and 19?
That's why he's been brought. That's why he's been brought in, Musa, to get back-to-back wins. Because that's unacceptable.
No.
That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable.
Yeah, I think until he brings in the problem is he's got a group of players who in the last 18 months to a year
look at this, Musa,
have not been able to perform at a high level, consistent enough to do anything.
This is where we were. This is where we were, man. This is where we were after 18 games last season.
So how many points are we off that? 7.
We got 22 now. So 6.
So we're 6. So we're 6 points off of where we was last season.
Yeah.
And we
finished. But if you look at the goals as well, we scored 18 goals. We scored 21. We scored more goals this season. So we scored less goals.
No, that's 18 and 18. We're currently on better trajectory than that. We scored more goals. We scored 18 and 18. This season so far, we scored what? 21 and 18, is it?
21. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, this season we scored more goals. Do you know what I mean? We're on less points.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I thought you said the other way around. My bad. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. So we're 6 points off where we was last season.
And it's still 1 win in 5.
Yeah. How many points were we off top 6 at the end of last season?
So our form is consistent.
Huh?
How many points were we off top?
We're only 2 points. 2 points.
Okay, so this is where it's.
We've actually gone worse. So that's what I'm saying.
The difference is other teams have improved, though. That's what's happened, Saeed. I mean, look at all the teams have improved, and we've just not improved. We've stagnated.
Yeah, Forest have. I wouldn't say. Look at the team. Wait, the teams that are above us. I don't think all the teams above us.
Only West Ham have regressed, and Tottenham. The rest of them,
that's
only Villa regressed. Villa on that hot form.
No, they're not on that hot form, but they're still in around that.
They're a good side, but I can't say they've improved. But the point I'm making is that we're 6 points off where we were.
They've got Champions League football again, and they're turning up.
Again, you got to remember these lot are what Nottingham Forest are ahead of us by what?
Flying, but I don't expect Forest to continue at this rate.
They will.
So Forest will win 5 out of their next 6 games.
You know, by the way, you know what the baddest thing is? Since last time we spoke here, they have won, I think, I think we spoke about this 3 weeks ago. Yeah?
Is it 3 weeks ago?
Okay. We spoke 3 weeks ago. Nottingham Forest, they beat
they
beat Tottenham. They beat Everton.
They were terrible.
And who else did they beat? And they beat United.
They beat 3 terrible sides.
Oh, here we go, man. This is what I'm
trying to say. Here we go.
You can't do that flawless, though, you know.
I can't do what? Wait. No, I can't say facts. No, wait. I can't say facts.
You said they're going to win the next 5 games.
They won't win 4 out of their next 5. No, they won't win 4. They don't. No, I said they won't win 4 out of their next 5, which I don't think they will. And I didn't say.
But now they've won 3. They've won 3 now already.
I didn't say this 3 games ago. I didn't say this about. It was after the conversation was after the game with
the United game. Okay, they've won 2 out of the next 2. They've won 2.
Cool. Yeah, I would expect them to be Everton away.
I've not been lucky wins though.
No, but you didn't say who they playing flawless.
Yes, I did state who they was playing. No, actually, I didn't say. I
to me, let's see if that form continues. And I said it will continue.
It won't continue. It won't, because 5 out of 6 is title-winning form. Unless you're telling me you think they're a title-winning side.
You said 4 out of 5, but who's the next games?
Yeah, who's the name their next games?
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, cool. So now, yeah. Since that United game, yeah, we spoke about the United game. So when was that? Okay, cool. Hold on a minute. They played Aston Villa. Yeah. And they beat Nottingham Forest. And they beat Brentford. Hold on a minute. Since that United game, hold on a minute, flawless. Since that United game, yeah, they beat Aston Villa. They beat Brentford. Yeah. They beat Tottenham. And they beat Everton. That's 4.
Okay, so they've won 4. I got that wrong, but they finished 4, but I still don't expect it to continue.
And then next game is Wolves.
You can't say that, though, bro.
Wait. Why can't I say that? Pull up the rest of their games.
You can't do that.
No. Hold up. Pull up the rest of their games. Let's go.
Right, rest of the game. I'm sure that they're beating teams.
Okay, 4 out of 4. Pull up the rest of their games then, because you haven't winning 4 out of their next 5, right?
Okay. Okay, Wolves.
Okay, they're beating Wolves.
Yes, they are gonna.
Okay, they are beating Liverpool at home. Are they beating Liverpool at home?
You know what? I think
they beat them already. They beat Liverpool already. They beat them already.
We need a win, or are they winning the game or not?
Yeah, they beat Liverpool already. They beat Liverpool already.
We're not skipping over Liverpool. Saeed, are they beating Liverpool?
They beat Liverpool already. They'll do it again.
Already.
I never.
Okay. I'm gonna say they can get a draw. They can get a draw.
Okay, that's not a win then.
Remember, I told you they're going to beat Liverpool.
Hold up.
Remember, I said they're going to beat Liverpool.
Hold up. That's not what I'm asking. I never said whether they beat them or not. I'm asking that
we don't need to get to Liverpool, though. You said the next 5 games.
Yes, so I got it wrong. You told me we were finishing top 4 at the start of the season. What are we talking about? We
No, you can't do that to me.
What do you mean you can't do that? You told me that. No. What do you mean? No. Hold up. No. If we're gonna pull up what man have said, let's pull up what man have said. No. I'm not changing the conversation. It's not a deflection. You told me top 4 at the start of the season. You told me this team could get 8. You said top 3. You told me this team could get 8 league goals.
I got it wrong. But now that United are doing badly, I get it. But United are doing badly. Now that United are doing badly, you stuck on your opinion. You didn't change your opinion. That's where you're wrong.
I'm not over a couple games. No, because I've said this from when you got here.
But I've told you that
when did you change? Okay, when did you wait? When did you think? Okay, so how long did it take you to go? We're not finishing top 3.
I'd say longer than a couple months. Early September, like around there. So
what, 4 or 5 games in?
Yeah, I was like, and we're not finished top 3. Yeah. When we got smacked by Liverpool 3-0, when was that? Early September.
I know you have to check.
That's what I said.
4 or 5 games.
I got it wrong then. But I'm saying the main argument was I said to you, we're not catching the likes of Forest because we're not showing consistent enough. We're not being consistent enough. Hence, my stats have shown you, Man United have not won back-to-back games. Yeah, and they are winning 4 out of 4.
Yes,
these clubs that we're talking about.
But my overall, even though they've won 4 and I called that wrong, I don't expect that to continue.
But
you have Forest. You have Forest in top 4.
They don't continue. But the thing is, though, if there's not 4 out of 4, it's 4 out of 6.
They've surprised me.
What United do is
Is
it 4 out of 6? Because we didn't go through the rest. Pull up their fixtures again. Is it 4 out of 6?
No. I'm just saying it's 4 out of 4 right now.
No, it's 4 out of 4. Do you expect it to continue? I don't.
I think they beat Wolves, though.
They're likely to continue than to not right now.
Pull up their fixtures then. Why are we not pulling up the fixtures?
They're not going to have a massive collapse, though, are they? They're not going to have a massive collapse.
We just need to go by the trajectory of what you said. What you said was, are they winning the next 5 games?
Yeah, I called that wrong.
Right now, they've won 4 out of 4. That's all I'm saying.
I don't expect them to win. I don't expect them. And I said I called that wrong. I don't expect them to win 4 out of the next 4. Neither do you.
And they'll beat Luton.
Yeah, they'll win the next 2.
We're talking league. So Wolves away.
They're not expected to beat Liverpool. They're not expected to beat Liverpool.
Okay, but they're not winning. That's not the point. What's the other 2 games? Stop flicking it off and pull up the rest of the other 2 games. What's the rest of it? Stop closing it down.
What's the point, though?
Stop closing it down. You know what I'm saying? Because man want to mention 4 and 4 when I say they got win 4 out of the next 5.
Yeah,
they'll beat Southampton.
And Bournemouth away.
Will they beat Bournemouth away?
You know what?
Based on their form this season, but I just said they surprised me because none of us expected them to be here. As much as we're gassing them,
none of us expected it.
No one.
So are they beating? But wait. Are they beating Bournemouth away, Brighton at home, and Fulham away?
Yes.
So they're winning their next week. Okay, so you got them in the title race.
No, but the thing is for me, we don't
have
need to
them
go
in the
down
title
to
race.
that route.
That's title.
I'm just letting you know. No, but it's not a title race. I'm just letting you know that they're doing well.
No. It is a title race. If you win, hold up. Of course, that's title winning form. If you win 8 out of 10 games, that is title winning form.
But my thing is this, though.
You're telling me, hold up, we ain't skipping over that. You might have telling me they're winning 8 of their next 10.
You know what it's like when Newcastle were there or Villa were there.
You're going down that route, to move the goal. No, but you're moving the goalposts to suit your argument. No, you're moving the goalposts to your argument. I said to you the next 5 games, and we were talking about the next 5. Yes or no? Did we talk about the next 5 games? We had that conversation. That's it then. Why do we need to go down to 10 games?
Because you're acting like they're going to continue at this rate. That's why, which I don't
understand. Hold on, Musa. Paulus was saying that we could go catch them. So I said, the next 5 games, Nottingham Forest are going to win more games and United are going to win more games. That was the argument. It wasn't about next 10 games.
You called that right, but it's overall. Catching them, do we have to catch them in 5 or do we have 20 games to catch them?
We're not catching Forest. We're
not catching Forest.
Right now, we're catching Forest.
No, we're not catching Forest.
I think we can still. How many points are they above us?
Oh, my God.
No, we're not catching Forest.
How many points are they above us?
We're not catching Forest.
How many points are they above us?
Flawless. You don't have to die on the hill, bro. You don't have to die on the hill.
How many points are they above us?
You're going to say, you got it wrong, and that's it.
I did say I got it wrong, but I'm not you. I don't switch after 4 games because you told me top 3 at the start of the season and then switch 4 games in. I don't do that.
No, but they're second in the league.
I don't do that. That's not me. I don't do that. I take longer than a month to go, hey, you know what, I called this. You told me 8 league goals as well.
15 points ahead.
15 points. United are going to get 15 points to flawless.
Now we're not
How many
catching
games
them.
are left out of 20 games? Yeah, we could potentially do that. Yes. I don't think their form will continue.
Nah, we're not catching
But
them.
the thing is, again, you
Can't
have
do
to
that.
understand
That's
the
what they
maths
said
of
about
this.
Leicester. That's
Now,
what they said
hold on a
about
minute.
Leicester
I
until
need
they
to tell
won
them
the
the
league.
maths of this. For 15 points, yeah, Man United need to win how many games?
5.
5 games in a
Yeah,
row.
no, we don't have to win 5 games in a row.
You man
No,
are
no,
laughing
I'm
at
saying you
that.
don't. No.
We don't have to win 5 games in a row. No, we don't have to win 5 games in a row.
They have to lose 5 games in a row, and we've got to keep
No, they don't
on
have to.
winning.
No. They
It
don't
ain't
have to lose
happening.
5. They don't have to lose 5 games in a row. They have to lose 5 games from now to the end of the season. They have to lose 5 out of 20. Let's do the maths. They don't have to lose 5 games in a row.
Man United
We need to win while they
keep on
lose.
winning.
We can win. Yes, I know we need
And
to.
the trajectory right now is that Man United are losing 4 out of the last 5. That's what the results are right
We
now.
don't win more than 7 games this
Here's the
season.
difference. I don't expect that to continue. I don't think we lose 4 out of our next 5. I don't expect that to continue.
I don't think we're going to win more than 7 games left in the 20. I don't think United will win more.
No, I
than
don't think we're
7
getting 40 points, man. Them 40 points.
Wait,
is
what?
40
Yeah.
points right now is a reality. We need to get to 40 points. Road to 40 points.
You don't think that we get to 40 points?
I don't
Bro,
think we win more than
Chelsea
7
got
games.
No.
40.
We're not just
Chelsea
saying
got
that.
46.
You man don't think we're going to get
In
40
that bad
points?
season, I don't know right now. It's a
No,
road
I
to
don't think we're
40
going to get
points.
50
Don't hear
points.
me
I
with
don't think
don't know.
United get 50
Man
points.
said it. Don't
No,
hear
I
me
don't
with don't
think we
know.
get 50 points. I don't
Unless
think
we get
50
signings
points.
in. Unless we get signings in, I don't know. Right now, I don't know.
You man don't think we're going to get 40 points?
I don't think we're
there's
going to get 50 points.
No guarantee.
No guarantee. I don't think.
We're going to get 40 points.
That season when
points.
Chelsea were that bad year with 16 losses, I think they got 46, I think it was.
We'll get
Let me just
40
check
points.
quickly right now. That season, was it 22-23 season, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
we're not going to get 50 points this season.
They got 44 points. 44.
Yeah, we'll get 40 points. This is what I'm talking about, the over-exaggeration. We'll get over 40 points, yes.
Listen, I don't
How
know.
many games have we won so far this season?
We've
8,
won
7?
6.
6, yeah, 6.
6.
Six.
And in the other half, I
need-
told you, we're not winning 7. We don't win more than 7 games in the rest.
So
We need to win 7 in 20 to get to over 40. Just over 40. We need to win 7 in 20.
7 in
That's what I'm
20.
saying. That's why I don't think we get more
And we
than
ain't winning the
50.
next 3. We ain't winning the next 2. So what's that then?
Yeah,
Seven-
so that's 7 and 18.
7 and 18.
7 and 18.
That's the case. If we don't win the next 2.
That's winning every other game.
Listen.
If we lose
Road
them.
to
7 and
40
18, no.
points.
It's not because if it's
Road
7
to
and
40
18,
points.
it's not again, man are doing too much. Man are doing
Road
too
to
much.
40. Guys, I'm dealing with the reality. Road to 40 points.
7 and 18 is not even. That's not. You don't even have to be consistent to do that.
Rough.
We're not getting
Bro,
7
you don't have to
in
be
18 right now, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So
Yo.
we're 6 and 18 right now. So if we match it, we get one more as bad as we've been, then we'll get there. We've got 6 and 18, right? As bad
Let me
as
know
we've been
anyway.
over the last time.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, man. I don't know right now. Unless flawless. I'm saying it's possible we can go get 50 and whatever. But I think for me, sign is gonna be key for us to
I agree with
believe
that.
that we can go do better.
I
Right
agree
now,
with
I
that. I
swear,
agree
if we kept the players we've got right now, Flores, would you still feel like you have the same confidence, or does
Sorry,
it
say
rely
that
on the players? Do
Sorry,
you
say
think
that
like the January transfer is key for your opinions to then change even more so? Because
Of
that's
course
what
the
I believe.
January window scheme. Yeah, adding in quality, which I think we make. I'm adding
100%.
that in already. I think we make a couple signings.
Yeah.
Whether it's transfers or loans. I think we add in a couple. I don't think this continues. I think we have to. And I think they will. And I think he'll be hammering on about that as well. And I think that could make the difference. And there's no disrespect to Forest whatsoever. I just think they're in.
Now, Forest are going to get a European spot. I don't think they'll get top 4, but they'll get a European spot.
Yeah,
Okay, so if they fall out of the top 4, that means they have a fall off. So why is there such a hurrah about what I'm saying?
No, it's not that they have a
Can I
fall
just
off.
remind you though? Remember when we were saying that Newcastle wouldn't finish top 4 and Aston Villa wouldn't finish?
No,
you know,
but the
in
thing is
top-
with Forest,
I think those two sides are better sides than this.
No,
No,
but
but why
I think
with,
I think they're
with,
better.
the
I think
problem
those two
with
sides
Forest,
you mentioned about.
the problem with Forest, is that City are 5th and they're 6 points behind them. I just think they don't have to, because we're talking about United. There's only a 2-point gap between them and City, and that's the furthest team behind them. Then you got Arsenal and Chelsea. So I see the top 4 being Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, and City.
So
that's
why
not
is
an issue.
So why is this
But
a big hurrah when you man think they're going to fall off too?
They're not.
We're not going to
losing two games.
I don't think they can.
Games is not fall off.
Losing 6 out of 20 games is not a collapse.
What do you mean 6?
Because you man said they're 15 points ahead of us, right? So that means if they lost 6 out of their 20 games, we could potentially overtake them. That's not a collapse.
No, but we're going to lose more than that.
What are we talking about here? Now man don't want to get involved. When I make a valid point, man don't want to get involved.
When you win the league, my thing is this. Listen to this. My thing is this. When you're finishing in the top 4, there's only a certain amount of games you're allowed to lose.
We all think Forest are falling off, but when I say it, it's crazy. But when you man say it's okay, that's why Saeed's cracking.
Losing 2 games is not falling off.
No, losing 2 games is not falling off.
Again, you're missing.
I'm talking about for City to catch them, they have to lose 2 games. That's not falling off.
When I say
no, but you're missing the point. Let me say it again because you didn't let me land. I said that they will finish in a European spot, which is 5th or 6th, and they only need to lose 2 games to do that. That's not falling off. Losing 2 games to lose.
I don't. When I say fall off, this is where you're missing the point. I'm not saying they collapse. I'm talking about them not continuing at this rate. I don't think Forest
they need to collapse for us.
So that's a collapse.
They have to lose 5 out of 20 games. That's not a collapse.
For you to drop 15 points, it's a collapse. That's
from 20 matches. No, it's not. Losing 5 from 20 games is not a collapse.
It's a collapse.
5 from 20 matches.
While we double that, because we've got to win that.
Wait. Hold on. Before we get to that, 5 out of 20 matches is not a collapse.
It's a collapse.
It's not.
No team finishes that. Listen to this. Listen to this first. No team finishes the year at Christmas and goes into the new year second in the league and collapses by 15 points without it being pulled up.
Okay, here's how I dispel the myth.
One minute. Show me a team that's finished the year in the top 2 and has dropped 15 points and it's not being called a collapse.
It's not going to be a collapse because Forest ain't expected to be there. You know how you know this is rubbish? You telling me 5 in 20 games is a collapse? Guess what? If they lose their next hold up. No, I'm not. You know if Forest lose their next game, what's their record, Musa?
Any team.
No. Answer the question.
One loss in 5.
Overall, do the right math, so I don't have to do it because you don't want me to pull it up. If Forest lose their next game,
5 losses all season. No, 5 losses all season.
In how many games? In
20 games.
Okay, so exactly what I'm talking about. That's not a collapse, is it?
You're missing a point.
If you're
in a top team, I'm asking you a question. I'm going to ask you a question, Flawless. Is there ever been a team in the top 2 or in the top 3 at the end of the year and they've dropped 15 points and it's not been called a collapse?
Yeah, probably has been, yeah.
No way.
15, because it's not a lot. 5 games is not.
Listen, that's a lot. Well, especially when you got the amount of games left.
It's their record now. If they lose their next game, they've lost 5 in 20. If they am I speaking French here? If they lose their next match, are they not 5 in 20?
Yeah.
Okay, is that a collapse or have they been performing very well?
That's not staggered.
That's been staggered. Them losses have been staggered over a certain time. But like I said, they're showing better form.
So the losses can be staggered in the next.
We've not shown we're capable of getting to them levels.
That I agree with.
Nor do I believe we will be doing that. You don't just switch and flick. You can't switch it like that.
I've not disputed that in regards to the pushback on United's form turnaround. That is very tough to do. I'm just pushing back on the whole.
You know what you're doing, Flawless? Because you're saying, you know what we're doing here? You know what we're doing? Where are United now in the league?
Well, we're 14th, isn't it?
We're 14th. So you think if we swap, right now, 2nd for 14th, because that's the point difference. That's not
swapping second. I'm not swapping second for 14th. No, I don't think. I don't. Okay, so I'll say it again, Musa. I'll say it again. If Forest lose 5 games of their next 20, well, it can't be 20 of their next 21 or however many games is left. I think it's 19. Sorry, they lose 5 of their next 19 games. No, I don't think.
And everyone from our position wins their next games. Where would Forest?
No, it won't be called a collapse. You know why it won't be called a collapse? Because I think if they carry on playing this way,
it's a very low chance, man.
Let's say they finish 5th, 6th, or 7th. That's an incredible season. That's what they'll get credit.
I'm saying, and they only have to lose 2 games for that. I don't
Because
think
they finished 17th. No, they finished 17th last season. So if they finish 7th, that's an incredible season.
How many games have we lost so far this season?
We've lost 8. I think we lost 8. No, we lost 8. Yeah, we've lost 8. Yeah.
How many games do you think we're going to lose in our next 20? Minimum.
I don't know. I have to check. I don't know.
No. Answer the question.
I don't know. I legit don't know. I do it on a game by game. I could do it on a prediction.
We're losing to Newcastle.
We've already lost 8 in how many? In 18 or 19?
18, and they've lost 4. And they've lost, we've lost double the amount they have.
We've got to still play Liverpool at Anfield. We've got to play Arsenal at home. We've got to play City at home.
We're going to lose a minimum of another 5 games.
We're Nottingham away. That's going to be tough.
We're going to lose a minimum of another 5 games.
On a week by, I'm not going to do overall because form.
Look at our last 5 games as well.
Because form, because form and injury matters. I'll do it on a week by week basis, but I'm not going to predict 20 games from now to the end of it. That's dumb.
No, I'm just talking about an average. Like we've started the season, we've played 19 games, we've lost 8 already. On average, we got another 21 to go. I don't think we lose 8 out of our next 19. I expect improvement. No, I don't. I think unless we get
anyway. Let's get these super chat before we wrap up, man. Not gonna lie, Wolves looked better than United. Big up to Victor João. You seem to have a very limited understanding of football. You buy simple media narrative. These players are just being let down by managers. They're definitely top 4. Amrin has mismanaged his players. It's not the players. Can't wait for face United, says Zayn in the FA Cup. Plus, we are getting cutters in January. Double cooking. Zayn said total eclipse relegation battle. We can win League and Champions League. We are the Arsenal, remember? Bloody hell. Sin said, big up, guys. United will win at Anfield. Saeed, Ruben going to do it, but you're losing team. Shout out to Sin. Flawless, 3 losses, 3 draws is 15 points. It's even easier.
But it's a collapse, even though it's pretty much a mirror of what their record could be in their next game. Make it make sense, man. Man always over-exaggerating. Literally, that could be their record the next game.
Big up to Sue says, big up Saeed the panel. Hit the like button, over 2.3k in it, and we still even need 1.5k likes. Come on, community, do better. And every team above us also has to lose that many. And by the time Forest 6 games, United lose 10.
Remember, this is only between United and Forest.
Can you agree with that one?
I don't know why Forest is the standard bearer, but here they're in great form.
Because we said we can catch them. Because when we played whoever, you said we can catch Forest. And we're saying we just can't catch them.
I mentioned other teams as well, but people want to stick on Forest. I wonder why, but here we are. I mentioned other teams as well, but man don't want to
be the easiest to catch though, because you're not catching City, you're not catching those you'd expect them to be the easiest to catch.
Nah, it's the teams around it, but people don't want to mention it because people don't want to mention Brighton form because of who they've been dropping points to. But here we are. It's always flavor of the month thing.
Yeah. If you want to be top, because my thing is this: most of us would agree that it's going to be Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, and City.
Agreed.
Most of us, that's the top 4.
Agreed.
So then you've got two teams out after that coming in for the top 6. And right now, it's looking like Forest is going to have one of those top 6 positions. And then who else would it be? You're saying United. Well, that's where we're saying we just don't see United joining that party. And if we want to, I think if United want to, okay, this is a great marker. If United want to finish in the top 6, they need to finish in front of Forest. That's facts.
Cool.
That's the standard. Yeah, that's the marker.
This is why we're saying
which Forest could finish 5th because of their great start to the season.
Yeah, they could finish 5th. But who else are we looking at then? Besides
everybody else, everybody else. I think
Villa, Newcastle, Brighton, Spurs.
I think Fulham. I think champions.
Even Newcastle. We're forgetting Newcastle, man.
Yeah, Newcastle are looking good right now.
Newcastle are looking good right now, but Newcastle are definitely capable of dropping off.
This is why everybody's capable of.
We've been looking to look back.
And United,
they're not capable of dropping.
Fair enough.
So wait, so Saeed, they're not.
We got a chance. I'm flawless.
No. So Newcastle. So you reckon? So Newcastle are not capable of dropping form?
Sorry,
are Newcastle not capable of dropping form?
Newcastle
have only been very good.
But United overtake them. Not at the expense.
I told you. I think our best chance is that cup that Chelsea's in 7th. That's our best chance for me.
Yeah,
is that 7th position.
If we anyway, guys, I don't know what Wallahi, man, we just need to be back, man. What the hell are we doing here,
We're
man?
finished. Forget
We're
about
finished,
that.
Wallahi, let me tell you something in the chat here. We are finished. We're talking about Nottingham Forest. We spent 1 hour on Nottingham Forest. We're finished. INEOS saved us. We're finished. Look at us.
We're finished.
We're dying. Khalas.
We're finished.
End the club, man. Reset, guys. We're
Every
khalas.
time we try to go somewhere, we're like that meme when that soldier's marching
Like
and the man
Forest,
says,
man.
"Why are you running? Why are you running?" And he slaps him.
We're
That's
finished.
Man United.
We're talking about
Every time
Elanga.
we try to step
Yo,
forward, we get
We
snapped back.
spent 1 hour on Elanga and Nottingham Forest.
Because that's where we are.
We're
We're
finished.
finished.
Is it not Unfiltered podcast? That's where we are. What we
Nah,
supposed to
hey,
talk
man,
about?
this is crazy.
Are we
Delete the
supposed to
club,
be
man.
chasing are we supposed to be chasing down titles? No. If we were here talking Premier League
Oh
titles,
my
it'd be crazy.
God, man.
We're not
I
there
said,
yet.
delete the club.
We're
delete
not
the
there
club.
yet.
Go back
man.
to the derby. Can we just go back, reset, and go back to
Factory
the derby
settings.
when
We need
we just
factory
beat?
settings.
Yeah,
We're
please go.
down.
Please go back to the derby. I hear that, man. Please
You
go.
know
back.
what's mad?
man.
Like, we really did we really have a chance to get bought out by Qatar, or was that just a dream? Was that really? Was that real?
Bro,
Don't mute
you
it,
know
don't.
what, though? Not state owned, man. This is the thing, man. You know what I'm
Did
saying?
we really have a chance
They
to
don't
beat
get
that
it. You know
team?
what it was? They don't
That
get
money.
it. They don't get it. They don't get it. They're not the. He's. You know what he did? And this is, listen, fair play to how you win it in the end. But Ratcliffe used the Man United Manchester lad to get the club, bro. That's what he did.
Brother, he went from I want 100% of the club talking the big talk till I will have 50% to give me
Yeah.
whatever you're giving me.
That's it. Simple. I'll take whatever you want to give me. Whereas my man said, nah, I'm standing on business. I'll go on about the club. But listen, man, we move, guys. Guys, smash a like on the video, man. It is what it is. Whatever happens tomorrow happens, man. We move. Ash, love, man. Enjoy the rest of the day.
I
Are you there
appreciate
on
it,
Trafford
Saeed.
tomorrow? You there, yeah?
Yeah, I'll be Old Trafford tomorrow. Yeah. Freezing cold,
Yeah.
won't it? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you get spanked by Newcastle. It's going to be fun, isn't it? But yeah,
Yeah.
no, I appreciate you having us as always, Saeed. You know what I mean? A pleasure. To Musa, Flawless as well in the chat and everyone getting involved. Make sure you hit them likes. Do you know what I mean? They're free, it costs you nothing. Do you know what I mean? Just a thumbs up, that's all it is. You know, it helps Saeed. So providing quality content out here. So make sure you're doing that, boys, before you head out. And yeah, follow me, Ash Meppers, YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, big up to you, Ash Meppers. Wilson, man, we move, man.
I don't even want to talk about him. I was going to go watch Forest and Spurs today. I had a ticket for my brethren as a Spurs fan. He said, just come out, man. You said, you've had a hard time. I said, if you want to watch these two teams, they just beat us both. Spurs and flipping Wolves.
It was actually a good game as well, you know, to be fair.
Because I'm not
Was
too
it
hey.
I said, I'm not going anywhere, any cold.
No, I didn't watch it. I was watching. I was half watching the City Leicester game.
And then Liverpool destroyed flipping West Ham.
Yeah, I had one eye on that. I had one eye on that.
The one that we lost to, man. It's peak. Yeah, I mean, yeah, shout out to Lauren, man. Hit the like button, people, man.
If we lose tomorrow, how many games is that out of 7 we've lost?
We'll be what? It'll be what?
5.
How are we doing
Six losses.
6
No.
losses.
Five losses in six
So here's the
games.
thing, Lisa. Let's say we win tomorrow, then what?
Wait,
We
we're doing
win
predictions.
tomorrow, bro.
Can we do predictions?
Yeah, what's
Yeah, I
prediction?
said 3-0.
That's how we
3-0.
gotta do.
3-0 Newcastle, yeah?
3-0.
Yeah, I'll go 2-2.
2-2. Wilson, what are you saying?
It's going to be 2-1 Newcastle. Isak is just coming to do what he does, man. I just have
They've hit form at the wrong time, man.
Yeah,
Before
that's
this,
it.
I was like, they was in bad form, and then they just started scoring goals and hit form, and it's clicked for them in the past few. All that being
What you
said,
saying?
2-1 United. Let's go.
Because their
Manchester
midfield
United.
is the
Manchester United.
goal.
Let me
You
reclaim.
know we're
Let
losing
me
the
clarify
game.
that. Manchester
You know where
United.
we're losing the game, boys? Is the midfield, man. That's where we're losing the game.
That's what I'm saying. They got a better midfield than us.
We winning the game, Musa, man. Your boy Mount gonna be back.
I hear you, bro. Listen,
Mount.
I wish. I swear down,
I
bro.
was ready to rip that number
I
7 shirt.
wish.
I know.
I wish, man. I wish, man. Them. I
You
wish.
got you and Ash gonna be there in full support, backing it, man. You know what I'm saying?
He's waiting
Let's
for
go.
man in the car park tomorrow. No matter how much he's going to
Bro.
hold you back.
Car park, man. We need a car park, man, tomorrow.
Knowledge, I'm with you. 2-1 Manchester United. Because when we win the game, then what?
Then, bro, I want us to win the game.
Alright.
I want us to
Yeah.
get top 6. I want that to
I
happen.
know you do, but then when we win the game, what happens to the conversation is the point I'm asking. Of course, I know we want better than top.
We enjoy it for.
Yeah.
We're on the way for top 6. Do you know what I mean? We're on the march.
We're on the march to top 6.
I just even now I'm just thinking, who's gonna score for us tomorrow?
And yeah,
Brother, forget all of that nonsense, man. Yo, listen, we win. I don't care if it goes off someone's backside. I don't care.
The fact that we're talking about top 6 is a sad indictment of where we're at.
Yeah,
it's very, very sad. All jokes aside, I'm not here flexing about it or bigging up my chest and saying, "Oh, we can do it." We're cold. No, we don't. I just don't rate the rest of the league like that.
Yeah, no, I hear you. But listen, Flawless, what you got coming up, man? You're live right now, man.
Yeah, people, I'm about to go live. Big up for having me as always, Saeed. Appreciate it, man.
Bro, you already know, man.
Shouts to us, shouts to Musa. Hey, large up the chat as well, man. I thoroughly enjoy this show, man. For real. Man. Run up the likes, hit the subscribe button, and you lot not entertained. But yeah, Sarcasm City Sports Q&A that's coming up, where we'll be answering sporting questions from the chat. And then I got the United Liverpool podcast, Barbados edition with Bayesian Reds TV. So lock into that as well, because they're gonna put me in the Dutch pot on that one. So here we are. Yeah, gotta listen to Liverpool fans tell me how they're gonna win the league and all that. It's nightmare, man. Nightmare. But yeah, big up for having me as always, man. Saeed, appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. Big up to everyone. Like I said, man, everyone locked in. You know what to do, man. Head over to Flawless's channel. I'll be back tomorrow midday live, people. And then obviously the game. So match reaction after the game. I should be okay to go to the game, man. I'll just, you know what I'm saying? I need to go to
what time kickoff?
8 p.m., bro.
It's a late one. You said you're doing a show afterwards, right?
Yeah, about midnight.
They're the worst ones, man. That means everyone's going to be watching us get.
Now Chelsea are playing, though, innit? There's a couple of teams playing tomorrow.
Yeah,
Chelsea are playing
8 p.m.
Musa, man.
7:45. Yeah, 7:45.
Yeah, it's around time. Musa, everyone's seen us pick up the dub, man. Everyone's seen us pick up the win.
7:45. I think Villa are playing Brighton as well. So.
Listen, I can't handle a big loss, you know.
Bro, I can't lie to you, man.
Because see when them goals start raining in, the manager ain't got nowhere to look. No one ain't got nowhere to look. You can't even look at set. It's so mad. So mad, people. Listen, man, stay safe out there.
This is must win, though. We did like this is must win.
This is bro. So the must win was 10 games ago, man.
The last two games were must wins, but this is more of a must win than those two must wins.
This will be a shock. Be a 3-0 down by our time, though.
You know what I'm gonna do? If we win tomorrow, United shock win against Newcastle. That's what I'm gonna do. Tomorrow, man.
We can see
my title.
You know how the content creator game works. You know what I'm saying?
No, I can't lie, man. My title's gonna be United shock win against Newcastle. That's what it's gonna be, man. We're the underdogs tomorrow.
Hey, yeah, man. Shock win, break the top 6 from corners.
You know who we are? Man, them are taking shots from corners against us.
Yeah, that's gonna be
from corners.
Yeah, let's go.